Welcome to Dude No Way Live, where we embark on a quest to play the greatest games of all time. I'm your host of Wait. I got doubling. You guys hearing that doubling? Okay. Let me just make sure before I keep going that everything is muted here. Yeah, we're good. All right, yeah, we're solid. All right. Welcome to Dude No Way Live, where we embark on a quest to play the greatest games of all time. I'm your host, Moonchild of Dude No Way, and today we are seeing red in Marvel Rivals. We're going to be diving in, checking out the changes to Scarlet Witch, seeing if she is, in fact, a lot better now after the Season 2 changes. She did receive some alterations to her primary fire, which I will talk about here in just a moment. And that potentially could secure her a nice little place inside of the meta here. It is difficult to say, however, whether or not the changes will be enough to kind of propel her out of the lowest of the low tiers in the game in Marvel Rivals. So one problem that Scarlet Witch has always suffered from is that she is like kind of a noob bait character. Basically, the character herself has a very easy to work kit, and because of that, she can kind of lull you into this sense of security that you are actually getting good at the game, when in reality, what's going on is you're better at tracking, maybe you're understanding how to choose your engagements a little bit better or whatever, but the overarching theme here is that, like, she is not as good as the aim-intensive heroes in terms of actually securing eliminations in the DPS role. As a duelist, as a damage-dealing character, she is certainly not the strongest, and she never will be until she either has an ultimate that consistently gets value, or they buff it, like they change it to a different ultimate that consistently gets value, or they buff it to a spot where it is very likely to at least kill someone like every time she uses it. Basically, the main problem with this character, while her neutral game is very strong and her damage has been kind of on the low end of okay for the entirety of Marvel Rivals release, the problem that she runs into is that she can't get that big ultimate value like a character like Hela can, or even Star-Lord, or Bucky, or some of these other characters that can really just snowball an entire game based on their neutral game, and then they run into their ultimate, and their ultimate is even stronger than their neutral game kit is. And like Scarlet Witch kind of just doesn't really have that, in a similar fashion to Iron Man. Her kit is a little bit kind of centered around this big boom ultimate, and if you can't get that big boom to do anything, which is very unlikely that you can, and I'll talk about why it works better with Iron Man in just a second, but like, if you can't get that big boom to do anything, then you kind of missed out on potential that you could have had by playing a different hero, right? And the Scarlet Witch's ultimate requires you to be relatively close to the target, and because of that, it puts her in range of getting crowd controlled or getting just instantly killed. And while they have kind of fixed her ability to be instantly killed by giving her a small amount of bonus health as she is pressing the ultimate, she gets 100 bonus health that lasts throughout the activation of the ult, and then slowly tapers off if she takes no damage, which the odds of her taking no damage are basically zero, right? But that additional bonus health is usually enough to make it so that if not everybody on their team turns and shoots you, you can get the boom to go off, but most of the time everybody's just going to run away. Or on the flip side of the coin, you're going to get crowd controlled before your ultimate ever goes boom, and then you're just going to get sent back down to 50% ult charge, and the ability to secure those kills is going to come back into your neutral game, and whether or not you can deal with it in the neutral game. And like, all of that is fine, right? Her neutral game is good. Her ultimate it's okay. It's not bad. It does, when it works, it really works. But getting it to work is really the issue here, right? But you compare that to a character like Iron Man, who has a very similar ultimate to Scarlet Witch's, except instead of having to be in the middle of everyone when it activates, Iron Man can shoot his from far away, and it does effectively the exact same thing, right? So it's just one-off, gigantic explosion, and then Iron Man either gets a kill or he doesn't, right? Maximum Pulse is very hit or miss in that regard. Sometimes it wipes the entire team, sometimes it gets one guy, and then every now and then it will get absolutely nobody, and you just wasted your ult. And while that can be said for basically any character, especially in the duelist role in the game, because they're so easily countered compared to the some of the tank ultimates and some of the support ultimates, it's easier to secure at least one elimination with most other characters in Marvel Rivals. So if you're talking about a Star-Lord, pretty easy to get a single kill on Star-Lord when he pops ult. Same thing with, like, Spider-Man. You know, Spider-Man suffers from the same kind of problem that Wanda suffers from, where he has to be relatively close to be able to, like, basically point-blank range, to be able to get kills with his ultimate. But Spider-Man gets a fuckload of bonus health whenever he presses Q, and because of that, he almost always gets at least one kill in the ult, as long as he's close enough, right? As long as his positioning is correct when he goes in. But he also has the speed to get in before you can realistically react. There's no wind-up time on his ultimate as well. He just instantly gets a fuckload of bonus health, and it instantly activates and starts dealing big damage to everything around him. And then beyond that, the things that stay inside of his ult and don't actually die to the first, like, second of the damage over time happening, get crowd controlled. They get stunned, so they can't actually leave his ultimate. Now imagine a world where Wanda, during the wind-up time of her, Pure Chaos ultimate, imagine that people that she's next to got crowd control stunned. That would be a huge game changer for her ability to actually get kills, right? And then she would more than likely always secure, or almost always secure, an elimination if she stunned people with her ultimate like Spider-Man does. But there are these ultimates that are very similar to hers, but just better in basically, like, almost every way, right? Like, Wanda she suffers from the wind-up time in her ult is too long. She needs to be too close to people to be able to get the value out of her ultimate. She doesn't generate nearly as much bonus health as Spider-Man does, and she can't fire it from a distance like Iron Man can. So, like, there are all these drawbacks to this character, but did they fix that in Season 2? No, absolutely not. What ended up happening was they changed her primary fire, which, again, her neutral game was already pretty decent. She really didn't need much changes to her neutral game overall. Excuse me, but that being said, the change to her primary fire could be very good, and I want to read you the exact math of this, but I need to find the actual post here, because I don't know why they do this, but they never put the patch notes into a single post on the website. It's always like here's what's coming in the next season, and it comes out like a few days before the next season comes out. It's not actually a patch note post, which drives me a little bit crazy, because it would be way easier to find if they were like, these are your Season 2 patch notes, you know? And then we wouldn't have to worry about hunting it down like a goddamn bloodhound on their website through 50 different icons with the same fucking thumbnail. But, you know, I will find it here in just a moment, and then we'll be able to talk about exactly what happened. Let's see, we got this balance post. Okay, here we go. And this is it right here. Again, all of these thumbnails look very similar, so this is where we run into that issue. Let me just pull up this as I swap over to our screen here. So here we go, and I'm just going to increase the size of this a bit. That doesn't actually help too much. Let's go here. Yeah, there we go. All right, that kind of does it. That's perfect. All right, so Scarlet Witch, Season 2, balance changes. They say, we're reducing Wanda's survivability, but increasing her threat level against strategists and duelists while optimizing her ultimate ability release experience. Okay. They removed Chaos Control percentage damage, that's her primary fire, percentage damage, while increasing its fixed damage from 60 damage per second to 80 damage per second. So, it used to deal a percentage of your maximum hit points every time the primary fire dealt damage. And that was very strong against higher health targets. It was much stronger against higher health targets than it was against lower health targets. And that kind of encouraged you to attack tanks more. But the problem is, she doesn't have enough damage, realistically, to be attacking tanks. So she kind of is stuck in this weird position where she wants to fight the squishy characters, but she didn't have a primary fire that could realistically kill them very fast. So they have removed the percentile, or percentage-based health from her ultimate, from her primary fire, and they have given her a flat damage increase, and that should, theoretically, make up for the difference that she was experiencing when fighting against a higher health target. This basically bridges that gap to where now, obviously, whether she's fighting a squishy or a tank, it's going to be the same damage, but she's now hitting squishies for as hard as she previously was hitting tanks for, so now she's got a little bit of a faster time to kill than she did against lower health targets, and then her time to kill remains roughly the same against those high health targets that you were likely never really killing anyway, you know? So, that's pretty decent right there. They also increased her right-click damage, the Chthonian Burst projectile damage from 35 to 40, and the spell field damage from 35 to 40 as well. What that means is that the right click, if you direct hit somebody with it, instead of dealing 70 damage like it previously did, it will now deal 80 damage, which again increases her time to kill very slightly. Like ever so slightly, makes her just a little bit better at being able to secure those eliminations when she is dueling against low health targets. And then even against those tanks, 10 damage isn't very much against a tank with 800 hit points, but that being said, every little bit helps, right? So combined with the 80 damage per second, and again, against a tank with 800 hit points, you would have to primary fire them for 10 straight seconds with no right clicks woven in there. So like 10 seconds worth of primary fire against a tank while no other healers show up and the tank doesn't use anything, any survivability cooldowns or anything like that. Is that going to happen? No, it's fucking not. Let's just be real. It's never going to happen where you get 10 straight seconds of being able to beam a tank and nobody comes and helps. Like it just isn't a thing. So again, she is not a character that should really be fighting tanks anyway, so she really didn't need that percentage damage in her primary fire. So again, now she's going to have a slightly stronger projectile damage and AoE damage from the right click, which is going to help with her time to kill against those squishy targets. And then for her ultimate, in her immunity ability, the Mystic Projection, they have increased the cooldown from 8 seconds to 10 seconds, and that is a significant nerf. That was the reason why Wanda could get into the places she needed to get into to be able to either escape or position correctly to kind of hunt down those kind of key targets. And in addition to that, it also gives her full flight during her immunity ability. So Mystic Projection, when you pop it, you turn into a little red testicle and you fly through the sky, right? And you have full flight during that previously 2-second window. So you can even like fly up into the sky and like start beaming down those like Iron Mans or Storms or like the Human Torch or whoever is actually inside of the like skybox, right? So you can use that flight capability to be able to kind of bridge the gap between being a lower mobility character and then with her slow fall, which is one of her, it's not listed here because it hasn't been changed, but she falls slowly if you hold the jump button while you are descending, and that allows her to remain aerial for a longer period of time. However, they have removed half a second of her duration on her immunity ability, which means that her ability to fly is less now than it's ever been, which kind of sucks because, like, Scarlet Witch in the comics, in the movies, she fucking flies all the time, dude. She flies everywhere. She flies literally every chance she gets. Every time we see this character and she's not like having a conversation with somebody, she's up in the sky flying around. So the fact that she doesn't fly and can only fly during her immunity ability is really weird to me. And then for them to reduce the immunity timing from 2 seconds down to 1.5 seconds is not that great. You know, it doesn't feel good to know that you are now more vulnerable on a character that already wasn't very good, right? But hopefully the addition of the primary fire damage and the right-click damage kind of bridges the gap between how lethal you can be and how survivable you can be. Like, maybe you don't need as much survivability now. Maybe. We're gonna see. And then for the ultimate, they reworked the slow effect to start at 1.5 seconds after pressing Q, which basically means that previously, when you would press her ultimate ability, you would essentially slow down immediately, which would reduce your ability to be able to line up where you needed to go with the ultimate, and that made it difficult to position yourself in a way that could get value out of this already very hard to get value ultimate. So when they give you a second and a half to kind of position freely at full movement speed, that means that you're going to be able to put yourself into the spot that you need to be so that when the explosion goes off, ideally, you will be able to be, you know, already in range of at least one person to be able to get some value out of it. So it's going, it already went to a 35% slow. So the 35% slow previously would activate immediately after you press Q. It now gives you a second and a half of free time to kind of fly around, right? And now, as soon as you press Q, a second and a half passes, and then you get a linear ramp of slow that goes up to a 35% slow after the 3.5 second ultimate activation window. And I mentioned this before. I think a lot of us have said this before. 3.5 seconds is too goddamn long for an ultimate to activate. Like, I know it's a strong ultimate. I get that, but Maximum Pulse is just as strong, literally just as strong as Pure Chaos. The problem with the 3.5 second timer is that there's too much time for people to be able to stun you or stop you or kill you or do something to prevent your ultimate from going off in that time frame, right? We could reduce that down to 3 seconds and we would be safe. So to put it in perspective, Penny Parker has a stun on a 4-second cooldown. That means that there is zero possibility that you can ever use this ultimate next to a Penny Parker without her having a stun active to be able to take you out of that ultimate. So you would have to press it with pinpoint accuracy to be able to do it and have her stun be on cooldown so that she can't stop you from activating your ultimate. With a 4-second cooldown on Penny's stun, that means that, and a 3-second activation window on your ultimate, that means that anytime that you press it near her, you're basically just asking to not get any value at all. And that is not great. You know, the character already needed more help, and we're kind of, by not reducing the activation window, we're kind of putting ourselves into this position where we're saying that we don't want this ultimate to get value a lot of the time. And, like, I don't know necessarily that is their plan, but what do they have against letting it go off? That's what I want to know, you know? Because, like, is it that she wouldn't finish saying Pure Chaos if we gave it a 3-second activation as opposed to a 3.5 second activation? Because I got news for you. When you're Black Panther and you activate your ultimate, he doesn't finish saying his voice line before the ultimate does damage. Like, you are already hit by the big floating purple panther before he even finishes saying his sentence. So, like, I don't see how it could really be used as an argument that she, you know, doesn't need that lessened activation window. Like, she absolutely does. Like, the ultimate activating is probably the biggest gripe that people have with this character. Again, her neutral game was pretty alright. It wasn't so bad. So, like, it wasn't great. You know, it's not as good as the characters that require aim. It is a noob bait character. And because of that, you can never make it too strong. Like, you can't. Like, just like Moira in Overwatch, another noob bait character with a very similar primary fire, you can never make her very good, because if you do, then there's no reason to get better at aiming. Does that make sense? So, if you ever get into this situation where Scarlet Witch becomes hard meta, then you have lessened the value that you get for being good mechanically. And that's not great. You never want to be in a position where the character who doesn't have to hit headshots is more effective at killing than the person that only does well when they hit headshots. So I'm talking about, like, your Hellas, I'm talking about your Hawkeye, you know, your Namor, Star-Lord. These characters are incredibly strong when they hit precision shots. And if they don't hit their precision shot, then they are like middle of the road, arguably weaker than Wanda is, right? And that level of mechanical skill is what is allowing them to raise up to the next level of lethality. And if you give that to Wanda, similarly to if you gave that to Moira in Overwatch, you devalue increasing your ability to aim. And that's not good. You always want to reward people for precision, and critical hits are like the thing that that feedback loop that you get from hitting a crit, like that sound effect that it makes when you do hit the crit, that triggers dopamine in our brain to tell us that, you know, crit be good, you know, and that is really impactful. Wanda doesn't have that. And so if we ever get her to the point where she is super strong, we're going to be in a shitty place. So will these changes raise her in the meta? It's going to be tough to say, but we played a bit of her last week prior to the Season 2 launch. I want to say I played like 3 or 4 days worth of Wanda last week, and I got a pretty good feel for the character. I actually really like Wanda overall. Like, in terms of noob bait characters, she is probably my favorite noob bait character that has been in a game in a while. You know, Moira has a very similar beam from Overwatch, except Moira has lifesteal on her beam, which means that her lethality on her beam cannot be as strong as Wanda's beam can. So Wanda can actually deal more damage with her primary fire than Moira could. And you know, this is apples and oranges a little bit, but just to give you a kind of a magnifying glass into game design, when something has a lifesteal effect attached to it, its lethality has to be lowered to compensate for your sustain that you get while actually using it. And the fact that you don't have to aim or hit critical shots for that lifesteal effect to happen means that the power of it can never be very high. Or you run into this situation where this character is like a god. You can't kill them, and they just kill you without ever having to crit, right? And then in addition to that, Moira is a support character, so she, based on her being a support and not a damage dealer, where Wanda is a damage character, you're going to see that the beam for a damage character will always be stronger than the beam for a support character. That is important as well. And then when you add that lifesteal effect on there too, on top of that for Moira, you know, you get this situation where Moira's beam is just kind of ass, you know? And you have to combine it with her right click, or her orb, in this case, her damage orb, to be able to get to a competitive time to kill. That damage orb has to be around the character for long enough to be able to reduce her time to kill down to a competitive level. Otherwise, she's just like a shittier version of any other character that you could have played. Wanda doesn't really have that. The beam was pretty strong as it was, but not against the squishier characters, which is who she wants to hunt down, because it's too dangerous for her to be going toe-to-toe with a tank. She doesn't have, like, to give a good example here, Wolverine has a 350 base health pool. Wanda has a 250 base health pool, and Wolverine's main job is to hunt down tanks. You know, you find the big guy, you kidnap him into the back line, and then you cut him to pieces with your claws, right? And he is survivable enough because he has that 350 base health pool. He has a damage reduction ability that he can use that gives him DR for several seconds whenever he presses it. And then in addition to that, he has a passive ability where if he reaches 0 hit points, the passive will kick in and it will give him bonus health equal to half of his entire hit point pool. And if he lives long enough and that bonus health remains, that just becomes health, right? So he has, while that passive ability is up, effectively like 525 hit points plus a damage reduction ability to be able to stand toe-to-toe with these heavy-hitting tanks. Wanda doesn't have any of that shit. So, she really didn't want to be in range of a tank really ever. So, the fact that that beam was kind of centered around that idea is stupid. You know, and then we look at Iron Fist, who is like less of a tank buster than Wolverine, but kind of fills a bit of that same niche. You're gonna see that, like, Iron Fist has the parry, which generates bonus health. And I do this because that's what he does with the parry. Like, he puts his arm up and he goes, ha-ha, pa, 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 you know? And then it fucking blocks damage and shit. It only lasts for, like, 1 second, but it can block, like, basically anything for that 1 second, and then give him bonus health based on whatever he blocked. And then he also has the I cross my legs and float in the sky move, which I'm spacing on the name of it, but it heals him and generates additional bonus health, which, again, just like Wolverine, you need that to be able to stand toe-to-toe with these heavy-hitting tanks, right? Wanda didn't have any of that, so it never really made sense why her beam dealt percentage-based damage to begin with, and now that they have fixed that, ideally, it will be a much stronger version of what it was before. At least that's the hope, right? Okay, so with that being said, with all that out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and I just realized that I forgot to grab my engram behind me, right there. So I'm going to go grab that real quick, and I'll be right back. Give me 1 sec. It sounds stupid, but I want it. All right, that's better. Gotta fix my shirt here. Put my headphones back on. And I do believe it is time to queue up into that first game. Let's go ahead and we'll close that window. Open this. I just want to see, what did I do in the battle pass that requires me to look at it? What is this? Nexus? I don't know what the Nexus is. What, did I just finish this? Is this just me having finished the old battle pass? Thank you. Yeah, I know I finished the old battle pass. I was here, bro. I played every day for like 4 months. What are you talking about? Of course I finished the old battle pass. Did they add the thing where you can change the colors yet? I wanted to look at that before we go in. You know, I don't see it anywhere. So I'm going to say that it's probably just not in the game yet. But later on today, a very cool feature is coming into Marvel Rivals. I can't wait to talk about that when it is more... I don't know. When it's here, I guess? I don't know. I felt like it should be here based on the fact that Season 2 launched right before our show went live on Friday. So, like, they've been announcing that this feature is going to go live for several days. Where the fuck is it then? You know? Like, what are we doing here? What's the point? I want to put the default skin back on Wanda. I like her default skin a lot. I like all of her skins that we have. They're all very cool. I just prefer the default skin, I think. Not that this one isn't great. The new one that came with the season, you know, she's got like the chaos magic going on in her hair. She's got like a little dress on. That's kind of cool. And then this one from last season, again, she's got like the chaos magic in her like vagina cloth. That looks pretty cool. And then again in her hair. Again, very cool. But I kind of like the default skin a little bit better. It's just red, you know? And that is the theme of today. We're seeing red, baby. So let's go ahead. Let's queue into that first game. And let's get it on. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. I have to insta-lock Wanda, so I got to be super quick about this. Because I'm not playing games. I'm trying to get on this character and deal some chaos. Alright, here we go. Bang. We're in it. We're in it to win it. And I don't care if nobody plays support. I'm not going to swap off of Wanda. I'm not going to pay attention to them in the chat. I do not care about what they think or what they're going to do. I don't care what characters they play. I just want to play Wanda. Looks like we're going to have a 6 DPS team. This might be the first game since Season 2 released where I don't have an Emma Frost. Which is crazy to me. That coffee is so hot. I didn't brew it until right before the show today. And I just wanted to see, you know, I just wanted to, like, wait a little while. Because normally if I go back to sleep, I have already brewed the coffee. I've already taken a couple of sips there off of the beginning. And then I go back to sleep for a while. I wake up a little bit more rested. But today I didn't. Today I just wanted to brew it later. I wanted to go immediately back to sleep after I dropped my kid off. And then that way I could, you know, not go to sleep with coffee in my stomach. So now my coffee's super hot and it's delicious.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, we have lost our Doctor Strange team up. No one is a tank. No one is a support. So this is gonna go shittily. And that's okay. I don't care. I will go get health packs if I need to. We will lose this game undoubtedly. There's no fucking way that we win this game, so no real reason to worry about that. I got the other Wanda already down. Let's go ahead and start damaging up on this Emma Frost. You know, keeping her at a distance, keeping her at arm's length, as it were. Which is funny, because, like, Wanda's primary fire hits from, like, 20 meters out. But yeah, that's essentially what we're doing. Keeping her at arm's length while we use the right-click a little bit. I'm just going to use the immunity ability to get out of the way here. I'm going to back up to the health packs that are around on the map. We're going to hope to God that we actually get some kills here. And if we do, great. And if we don't, well then, that's what we get for picking 6 DPS. And if we full hold them with 6 DPS, well then they suck, and that's their fault. They got nobody to blame but themselves. Tossed out a single right-click. Direct impacted the Hela on the other team. And because of that, I got the kill there, so that was very nice. That felt good. I don't want to overextend here, but I do want to get a little bit of damage out on the squishy characters, and then steal their health pack while I dip away. And they're going to chase me, it looks like, so I'm just going to use my movement to get out of the way here. And if they want to keep chasing, they can keep chasing, but I'm not going to stand there and let them kill me. Now we have the support ultimate coming out here, so we just want to see if we can try and get that Emma Frost dead before she makes it to the Cloak and Dagger ult, and unfortunately we were not able to, so that's, you know, as you might expect, it's not going to work every single time. They're also standing inside of their Sue Storm healing, which is basically going to make this shit impossible for me right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to float up here. I'm going to grab this health pack. I'm going to toss this down right there, because I know I'm about to get chased. And then again, I'm just going to disappear. down here. And I die to the Groot who chased me all the way around the map. You see how far Groot chased me to get this kill? Good job, Groot. We have no healers, so, you know, well done, dude. Well done, bud. I'm glad you got your first kill of the game.
They've made it halfway. Stop.
Yeah, they're gonna make it all the way because we don't have any healers or tanks, but that's alright.
Goodbye.
I do have my ult here, so I could potentially get a bit of value out of it. The only thing is, with the Sue Storm on the other team, we gotta be very careful about engaging with them. So this is the moment where I'm just gonna disappear. We're just gonna hide behind this wall, and I'm gonna not allow them to kill me while I stand in here. No, come back, Star-Lord. Yeah, you're lucky. You better run. We've got the Hela on the other team. Is right here. Star-Lord's gonna come back from right here, because if I were Star-Lord, that's what I would do. Right, he's just kind of waiting for his moment. And again, with the support ultimate coming out here, there's not really much we can do about that. Just time to use the high ground and leave. I would not anticipate getting out of here anytime soon. I'm just gonna use my movement to get away, and we're gonna be fine here. Kind of really no reason for me to even do what I just did. Want to get the team here fighting a little bit and engaging with them. And with Groot here, it's time for me to leave. I'm going to double use my movement abilities so that I can get away from Groot. I'm just going to walk back into the spawn real quick because there's no way for me to get a heal otherwise unless I grab a health pack. This will allow my movement abilities to cool down while I am moving. And we are just kind of waiting for everybody. And we're going to kill that Star-Lord. We got somebody who's right over here, so we're going to make sure that we damage up on her as well. That Emma Frost is not going to just give it to us, and I totally understand. I wouldn't give it to me for free either. That'd be weird. Again, I'm going to walk back into the spawn right here. We're going to be keeping an eye on our team here to see what they end up doing. We know that the Hela on the other team is utilizing her ultimate right here, and that's going to be the game. I'm not that worried. Again, I'm not that worried about an all DPS game. Like, what did we expect to happen off the start there? I didn't even use the ultimate, so not a big deal. Pretty easy game. Somebody says, no one cares. Someone says, you will find I won't help you win if you won't help yourself. And I said, no one cares. I'm gonna give myself the thumbs up and we're out of here, dude. Just wanted to let that guy know, nobody gives a fuck whether you're gonna help us win or not. Also, I don't trust that you would have done anything even if you were, quote-unquote, helping us win. So, here we are. We're back in it. Let's go ahead and lock in on Wanders. I am in this game late. It is literally seconds before the end of the game. So whatever happened in this game is not because of me, and I can't be blamed. So that's my whole team dying. I think I just let them go. Nah, fam. Nah, fam. I'm literally just... Yeah, dude, that game was... I was literally here for, like... 10 seconds, dude. What was that? Kind of stupid-ass game. Anyway, next. Thankfully, it doesn't count those as a loss, because I was literally here for, like, a few seconds. That would be stupid, right? That would be really dumb. Let's try it again. Let's see if we can actually get a team this time.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Locking in.
Don't have to be a witch to find the magic.
All right, we have an Emma Frost, we have a Rocket Raccoon, so we've already got a tank and a healer. That's a better start than the last game. Well, you know, the last actual game that we got into, not the one where we came in late. That game had a good a good team comp, but, you know. Taking a sip of this coffee. The Rocket Raccoon says all tanks in one rocket and we win. No. No, we don't. Not only do we not win with all tanks because we don't have enough damage to actually kill the enemy, but I don't care about what you think is a good team comp because I don't believe that you know anything. So, I'm fucking... You can say whatever you want. I'm not gonna listen. Alright, we've got a new... somebody left on our team, but somebody else joined, so at least there's that. I'm gonna use one of my movement abilities to get up to the roof here. Apparently I'm not. There we go. I'm just gonna put that on cooldown real quick. Take a sip of this coffee, and here we go.
Starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, let's fucking go. I got the new team up with Doctor Strange. I've never used this ability, not even in the practice range yet, so I'll be interested to see if it's any good. I suspect that no, but you never know. Could be alright. Could be not bad. And I'm gonna wait it out here for a second. This seems like a good place. Did I not use it? What do I gotta do to use this shit? I have no, like, did it work? What the fuck was that? Am I dumb? Did I not press the right button? Is it melee? What the fuck? Let me just look. Replacing her Chthonian Burst with Mystic Burst upon activation. So it's her right click. I didn't mean to press that, sorry. Okay. Damn, my team is getting fucked up, huh? Yeah, come on down, dude. Come on down, dude. Wow, I am dead. Wow, I am fucking dead. Holy shit. What did I get hit with immediately? A Namor headshot. Okay, because I went from, like, full health to no health very, very quickly. And Venom doesn't have the ability to deal that much damage, so. So when I press this, and I right-click... Got it. So you gotta hold right-click down. Okay, so that makes sense. Alright. Well, now I know. Now I know. It should be a stronger damage than her. Can you do both at the same time? That's what I need to know. I wonder if you could do both that and the primary fire at the same time. That'd be interesting to find out. Let's just go ahead and kill him. Let's go ahead and get this death out on the healer over there. Let's get this magic now. Magic, come back. For Limbo. You die for Limbo. Could use... There we go. I was gonna say I could use a heal, but we got one, so that's good. Got that Venom out of the way. And I took a lot of damage from that. I'm not sure. I'm still not sure if you can use both at the same time. Ready, steady. I got nobody. Nobody was on the card at all. So that's unfortunate, huh? But it was worth trying anyway. Alright, alright, alright. We got that magic down. We're good. Got that mantis down as well, so we're good there. Looks like you can do both at the same time, which is actually kind of nuts in the damage that it seems to be putting out. That feels really cool, dude. That was dope. Squirrel Stampede just instantly gets deleted. No value from the Squirrel Girl on the other team there. Who is here? That's magic. Okay. Are both of our healers down? Looks like one of our healers did go down there, but we're okay. At least for the time being. I want to try and get this Venom dead, if I can. We're going to go over here a little bit. Where is... I hear the magic, but I don't see her. So I'm just going to ignore that she's around for a second and start putting in this big damage from far away. Where did... there's magic. Damn, I died. That was my 15 kill streak, too, so that feels bad, but whatever. I got the little, Got the little Rocket Raccoon armor pack there, so we're feeling good about that.
He stopped them in their tracks. Goodbye. I am ready to put on a show.
This might be where I die. Hard to say. Where is this Luna Snow at? She's putting on a show somewhere. I just don't see her at all. Again, I'm going to try the same thing that I tried before. And I got their Squirrel Girl. So not the best ultimate, but I did get some value out of it, so that's good. Got the amplifier going out here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah, bro. Holy shit, dude. Woo, baby. 4 in a row. Holy shit, that team up is badass. Okay, the team up between Doctor Strange is actually one of the most sick abilities in the entire game. Wow. That was so cool, dude. Unfortunately, we missed that Rocket Raccoon who was behind him. There we go. You're dead. You're big dead. Yeah, Venom, fly away. Fly away, Venom. Good day to you, sir. Where are you going? Thought we were friends, dude. We are, like, full holding them right now with this team. Oh my god. I'm gonna use this again, so that I'm not inside of the Dark Child ultimate. Bang, and I got their Rocket, and I got their Squirrel Girl, and then I get killed by a Namor Squid, but I don't care, because it was worth it. I got some actual value out of my ultimate. That feels so good, bro. Holy shit, this is so much fun. Oh my god. Wanda! The Scarlet Witch in action, dude. I don't even care that we have an Adam Warlock as our other healer. We are fucking things up. 23 kills so far. Gotta get up with the team, though. Doctor Strange is down, so want to play this one like we have no tank. Because while Emma Frost is still alive, she's not quite as survivable as Strange is. Here is Magic. Hello. Just gonna put that right there. Magic, where are you going, bro? You're just wasting your movement. Wasting your stepping discs in a very serious way. Venom, let me show you this. I am melting this fucking Venom, dude. Okay, alright, alright. This Venom is just taking too long to kill. You know, so I'm gonna go and attack his healers instead. Where you at, Sue? You little Susan bitch. Oh, you want some? You want some sauce? You don't want some sauce, Squirrel Girl. You want me to leave you alone as much as possible, trust me. You won't like what comes next. Where you at? Where you at? That's my triple. Will I get another ultimate? Hard to say before this game ends, because it looks like they're not going to be able to contest very well at all. And it's just Venom on the point now. And if he leaves, then he's dead. We win. We win, dude. That's a 27-4 here on Tokyo 2099. Damn, that was a lot of fun. Holy shit, that was a lot of fun, bro. Oh, what's up, baby? First balanced team comp, first MVP of the day. Feels good, dude. Feels good. Yeah. That was Wandalicious. I actually love the team up between her and Strange. My god, that is super cool. Just to show you guys what it does. Real quick, I'm going to dive into the practice range here. Excuse me. Because I feel like this is important. So, let's go here. I can't tell what the team up does. Can you explain it? Yeah, exactly. Yep, yep. I had a feeling it was going to be like that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come up here. we're gonna click on the team up station. I'm gonna go over here, try it out. Bang, here's Doctor Strange. I got my team up. So when I press C, it gives me a resource meter around my reticle, which I can then hold right-click, and it will summon tiny little Doctor Strange portals to use as, like, magic missiles, essentially. So I'm going to press C. You see the resource meter around my reticle. I hold right-click. And that shit is crazy, right? That looks super cool, right? But it's not just that, because you can actually use it while the primary fire is also going off. At least I'm pretty sure you can. So I'm just going to wait for it to cool down here. And we're just going to see if it... I just want to make sure that it works. It does indeed work with the primary fire. So again, I'm going to press C. I'm going to hold right-click and left-click this time. And you're going to see the beam and all of the magic missiles hitting at the same time. Ready, steady, go. And this does not give a fuck. This ability is ridiculously good. My god. You see, I was able to kill 2 of the tank bots with that before the duration was over. Which is crazy when you think about it, you know? Pretty goddamn strong. And then, again, with the ultimate, when you press it, you have that 1.5 seconds of free movement before you actually start to slow down. So I'm just going to show that real quick. I'm moving. Now it's starting to slow down. Slowing down to a 35% reduction in speed. Bang. And then I caught that triple kill. And it feels good, man. And you still get that bonus health that you got after the Season 1.5 patch. So we're looking good there as well. I do think Wanda is decently strong now. Especially with the team up. But even on her own without the team up, she seems pretty good. As of this current moment in the meta. So, very excited about that. Let's go ahead and dive into the next game. And yeah. See what we can do. See if we can't get some people on board on the, on the Wanda train here. As we expected, there is going to be an Emma Frost in basically every game. We have our other characters. Looks like they're insta-locking on DPS as well. I don't know if we'll have a healer this game, but we're certainly going to hope. You know, even if it's just one, a single Rocket Raccoon. Whoa, what? Don't say it at all. Would be best. I'm not gonna comment as to what they just said. If you can read that little ass text, that's on you. But I think it's just good advice not to do that.
Do you have a problem with me I should know about, Emma? Only the years of unnecessary...
This person locks Black Widow and then says, "Can someone play a healer?" No.
Wanda Maximoff did, that blood is not on my hands. There you are, bathed in red.
The battle starts in 5.
Damn, that coffee is delicious. Holy shit.
3, 2, 1.
Alright.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I swear, if this outfit gets ruined, there will be hell to pay.
Well, we got no healers. So this is going to be something. Thankfully, I can pretty easily get to the health packs that are scattered across the map. Not too worried about that. But I do need to play like there is no healers. I do need to be careful about everything I do.
That's what I needed.
First person to die should be playing a healer.
The mission area is yours to capture now.
There we go. Got that Bucky down. We're gonna go ahead and grab this health pack from down here. I'm gonna play on this kind of little side room here. And in doing so, that will allow me to get kills on people, or at least engage on people, and not worry about the fact that there's no healer. I pressed my immunity ability, and I went immune, because it put it on cooldown. Watch, watch. Ready? You saw me turn into the dot there for a split second. So I'm not sure how Spider-Man was able to pull himself into me when I was already the immune state, the phased state. You're not allowed to be interacted with during that time. I feel like it's just going to be time for Spider-Man to get a nerf here, coming into the mid-season patch in a couple of weeks. I don't think that Spider-Man is working as intended in his current state, and I think it's pretty easy to understand that just based on the way that things are currently working out. I'm gonna grab this health pack when it respawns. There you go, Spider-Man. That's for you, my guy. You little bitch. I'm gonna pick that up. It looks like our DPS we're not killing each other, or not killing the enemy team there. I'm just gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill the shark. We're gonna kill this Iron Fist. Oh, word. Okay, so or I'm gonna get insta-locked, stun comboed by Emma Frost. This is what I was talking about, where if she hits a certain combo, she can just insta-kill you. That was all during her 1 second stun window. Grabbed me, smashed me into the ground. You know, all during that 1 second stun window.
Not too shabby.
These guys are all claiming how they need healing. I mean, you could all go healer if you want. Morning, Bricks. What's going on, dude? How are you? Welcome. We're back on our Wanda bullshit today. Enjoying ourselves with a little Scarlet Witch action. We're gonna let them come around and try and find me. Spider-Man, come back. The cheaper town hall is coming out. Spider-Man will dive onto me in like just a second. There he is, right? So you can always predict that he'll be there. And then I'm just gonna win that 1v1, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab the health pack there. Can I kill Jeff the Land Shark before I get killed? Probably not. So I'm gonna go up, going up, right? Going immune as I drop back down and grab this other health pack. Bang. Now I've got that other health pack. Now what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna jump up into the sky. We're gonna grab this other health pack, but apparently I can't because fucking Spider-Man. Again, this is that bullshit. I'm getting really tired of Spider-Man and just seeing him. Look at how easy it is to kill people with this character. I wasn't even on his screen. I was on the second floor.
I am ready to put on a show.
So yeah, it's just gonna be time for Spider-Man to catch a nerf, I think, in the mid-season patch, because we can't keep doing this, right? Like we can't keep allowing this shit to happen and pretending like it's okay. They went Rocket Raccoon for one fight and then immediately swapped. They died and immediately swapped back to Black Widow. So, well, that's what happens.
Chaos surrounds us.
Bricks, how's life? What's going on? What's new with you? I feel like, okay, yeah, so we had 2 people leave the game. Both of the tanks, looks like, left the game. That's totally fine. I really don't care. They were 0 kills and multiple deaths anyway. One of those should have been one of the people that went healer, and then the person who's doing worst on our team should have been the other person that went healer, which would be an argument between Spider-Man and Black Widow. If they want it that badly, just play it, you know? Alright, so we've got a Luna Snow now.
3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
We must stop Doom's schemes before reality unravels around us.
The second guy who joined plays Magneto, and he says 4 insta-lock duelists. Cool. And yeah, bro. Yeah, that's what happened. And if you don't like that, feel free to insta-lock on duelist as well. I'm just gonna drop down underneath so I can grab this health pack so that they can't. It's not like we're playing competitive, dude. Let's not pretend like this is something that it ain't. I am stuck. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get up. Yeah, there we go. And there goes Iron Fist on me, trying to punch the shit out of me. Thankfully, he's not as good against the squishy characters as he used to be. And I just got hit by Spider-Man's right click, which allows him to pull himself into me and do his one-hit combo. Again, I was phased in that moment. So, there's no reason why that should have hit me based on the ability that it's supposed to do. I was literally phased, and he hit me through my phase state.
My work here is be right back.
It just needs to fail. You know, it needs to fail. Spider-Man is such an easy fucking character. because, like, it works against the way that the game is, like, supposed to work. I don't know. I don't know why it does that. It's just weird. Just a weird interaction. I'm not the only one that he can hit with that. Like, he can hit Loki. If Loki swaps clones while he is in the pull animation, it will instead pull the Spider-Man to wherever Loki swapped to, instead of the clone that he, you know, swapped with. So instead of pulling it to his actual location, it will pull it somewhere else. And that's just crazy to me. I'm gonna die here. There's really nothing I can do about this. Yeah, I mean, their whole team's right there. They're standing in a Luna Snow ult, whatever. Our Spider-Man not having as easy of a time, as you could tell. But that's fine. Oh, you guys actually got the point? You went down there and got the point? Good for you. I'd be interested to see what our Luna Snow's healing is at the end of this game. I gotta imagine it's not gonna be very high, but you never know. It might be. You know, just based on the team kind of not really playing with Luna. This is ridiculous. Just warmed up some food for my ultra fast lunch break. What are you eating? What do you got? What's on the menu today? Strange is opening a portal to the point. I'm willing to give it a shot, dude. Let's go. There we go. That was a 5-piece, in case you guys weren't watching. That's a 5-piece with the Wanda ult. I'm gonna use my movement to get out of the way here. Hopefully remain elusive. I'm literally just gonna stand on this health pack until it respawns so that I can get a heal, because the Luna Snow is already dead. This game is over. This game's over. It's totally fine. Not that worried about it. We'll just move on to the next one. We'll try it again in the next game here.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
Good game, dude. Hell yeah, epic ult streak. Hey, Alex, thank you so much, bro. Alex, what's going on? Thanks for being here. Is this Brix's boyfriend? Alex? Out of curiosity. Just, you know, just curious. You know, we might not have had a healer for that game, but I feel like I did okay. Especially compared to the rest of the people on my team that insta-locked DPS. You know, you got a 6 and 11, you got a 6 and 9. Alex, thank you so much for the sub, dude. I appreciate you. Welcome to the show. For those of you who are just joining us, welcome to Dude No Way Live, where we embark on a quest to play the greatest games of all time. I'm your host, Moonchild of Dude No Way, and today we are seeing red in Marvel Rivals. We're going to be diving in, playing Scarlet Witch all day today, so that we can get an idea of how she fares in the Season 2 meta. After the patch, it kind of changed around her primary fire, gave a little tiny buff to her ultimate insofar as that you can move a little bit faster. It buffed her right click very slightly with a small amount of extra damage, and then it nerfed her ability to escape. So her immunity ability now lasts for half a second less time with a 2-second longer cooldown in between each use. So that makes a big difference there, right? So, but the character was not the best in the meta in terms of Season 1 and Season 0. I'd say arguably one of the worst characters in the entire game for Season 0 and Season 1. And then after the Season 1.5 patch, they buffed her ultimate a little bit to give her some bonus health after the activation, which did raise her very slightly. And now today we're going to see if this can kind of put her up a tier. You know, so I would say that Scarlet Witch was like C tier prior to her Season 2 changes. Maybe we can boost her up to B tier now. And again, it's better. I talked about this at the beginning of the show, but it's better that this character kind of never makes it to the very powerful state because of the way her primary fire works, because you're not rewarded for getting headshots, etc. There's kind of no reason to make her too strong. Otherwise, you get into this situation where the characters that are mechanically skilled inclined, like Hela or like Namor, or, you know, things you have to hit precision shots with to be effective, right? you take away the reward for hitting precision shots if you make Wanda too strong. So if she can get into this state where she's pretty balanced, I think that would be pretty good. A different Alex. Gotcha. Well, welcome to the show anyway, Alex. I appreciate you being here. We do these every day, every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern. I try to come up with a different theme every day, so we're playing all of the characters in the game, always getting a feel for what all is going on so that we can have the most well-rounded opinion on everything when I make, like, tier list videos and stuff like that, you know? So, that's what we're doing today. You know, we've got the mandatory Emma Frost. Yo, somebody is a Lord Emma Frost here. Our Hela is a Lord Emma, which is ridiculous. The character has literally been out for 6 days. It's nuts to think about, right? I guess seven days today. So, but still crazy, right? Crazy. We've had an Emma Frost in basically every game for the last week, and I've seen 2 people with the Lord icon. One on our team right now, the Hela, and then one that I played with last night for a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty wild to think that they put this much time into the character in 1 week, but you know, if your computer's fast enough to insta-lock her, then I guess you get to play her for 20, 30 hours. What healer is meta? I've been gone a while. Luna, Cloak and Dagger, Sue are all meta. Rocket is very strong right now, but taken already. So there we go. I don't think Rocket is bugged. I haven't seen any reason to believe that he is bugged. I'm waiting for that Sue Storm damage field to get away from the door so that I don't get killed by that. We're gonna go ahead and start damaging up on this Captain America here. We're gonna throw the stun out in front of the cart since that's where they like to chill. Going to try not to get killed by the Spider-Man who can hit me through my immunity ability, which I was bitching about in the last game. So if you see me complaining about it, it's because it doesn't make sense. You're supposed to be immune, but for some reason you just aren't. And again, if I could chase this Rocket Raccoon down, then I could potentially save our team a lot of hassle here. I'm just gonna see if he comes out this way. I'm gonna blast him in his stupid face. But it doesn't look like he's going to. I'm gonna get back with the squad and the cart here to make sure that the cart keeps going. We got, Alex says, Sue is amazing. The games I'm winning had a Sue. Bonus if her outfit is, if it's her red outfit. Yeah, the Malice skin. Bro, when I saw that and I did a show on Sue, like a week later, after that outfit came out, I was like, I have to buy the Malice skin, dude. It's just so cool. Even her, her, I don't remember what it's called, like blood something or other, skin that you got for playing comp in season 1. Is actually very cool as well. You know, another kind of red variant there. Just gonna damage up on this Spider-Man. I don't necessarily need to kill him as much as I need for him to piss off and go away. And there we go. Alex, I apologize for my mouth in advance. I curse like a sailor, and that's how it goes here. So just a heads up, if that's something that bothers you, just at some point I will be letting them fly. Just a heads up. We got an amplifier here. What if I did this? What are they gonna do then? Nothing. Nothing. They're gonna do absolutely nothing. Okay, they're gone. That shouldn't have been so easy, but like they can't stun me out of the ult, so in my opinion, I was just like, you know, what if I just like hurt them real bad? What if I just hurt their feelings? She should be right here. If I were Sue, this is where I would go. Spider-Man, come here. Come here a minute. I'm just gonna go up here and start damaging this thing. So here's the thing, right? Using my movement to get out, double press, stun, activate the stun, using the 10 health per second on the payload to make sure that I get healed up, even if my healers aren't looking at me. Firing right clicks into this doorway. Using my movement ability to get out of the way of the thing during his ultimate. And it's silly time here in Marvel Rivals. And silly time is where everyone presses their ultimate at the same time. So I'm just gonna leave. Because why would I keep fighting that? Everybody died, basically. Yeah, everyone pressed Q at the same moment. Okay, it doesn't bother you? Alright, cool. Because I have been known to sprinkle a fuck in there, you know? Like the salt meme, you know? Alright, so we're just never gonna have a 6v6. We're just gonna all stagger in and die. The Hela died late, now the Iron Fist is dead. And now our Emma Frost is running in while none of the healers are alive, which is maybe one of the worst things she could have done. I went ahead and killed that Spider-Man, though, so our Rocket Raccoon can live a little longer. I'm going to put that right there so that they get stunned if they try to escape. I now need to use my movement ability to get to the high ground position here, where I can't be right-clicked by the thing. We're just going to go ahead and finish that thing off. With me getting low health here, I need to kind of get into the healing, the Dagger Storm of our Cloak and Dagger here. I'm going to put this stun down so that he can't escape through that doorway. We're just going to finish off that Magneto. The Spider-Man is now around us again. We're just going to give him what he was looking for. Hey, is that what you wanted? Is that what you were looking for, Peter? You little bitch. Hey. Ben, it's time for you to leave, dude. If you know what's good for you, you won't come back. Again, I'm going to use the 10 health per second here from the payload because we are on offense to get myself healed up. I have a very good opportunity to be able to damage and potentially kill their team. This is that shit I'm talking about, bro. I was clearly in the phased state, and he's still able to hit me through the immunity ability. What the fuck? I hate that. I hate it. I hate it, dude. It's literally triggering. We're just gonna not get killed by the Magneto meatball. Because why would we do that, right? Why would we stand there and let Magneto kill us? You're supposed to be immune during that ability. It wouldn't piss me off as much if you weren't literally supposed to be immune. I don't think I can use my ult and get it to activate fast enough, like get around the corner fast enough to be able to get those healers. But I should be able to do it from up here. Right, so here's what we're gonna do. There we go, and that got their mag and their rocket. We're gonna use the movement to get out of the way, put the stun right there, in case the thing tried to escape. We're weaving in a couple of right clicks here. And I would have no deaths if Spider-Man didn't hit me through my immunity ability, you know? This would be a 20-0 game right now if that didn't happen, but here we are. I don't know why things are the way they are, dude. I just work here. I can't speak as to corporate's motives. Again, I just, you know, I'm just here for the lols. And put that right there. Use my immunity to dodge the thing ultimate. I want to get to their healers, but I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to. They're getting very aggressive with us right now, so we're just going to keep putting in this big damage on them. I'm generating another ultimate while we're doing this, so that's not a big deal. Got the vortex field is on me, but I'm standing in the dagger storm, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm going to go ahead and take the flank angle here so that I can, because I see the little balls here from the Rocket Raccoon, so I'm just going to go ahead and try to kill their rocket before he has a chance to get healed, and I was able to there. So now they are out a lot of their healing here, and that's great for me. We're going to throw the stun down right here. And then again, I'm going to use my immunity ability to get up to this health pack here. We're just going to wait a second because I am getting close to another ultimate, and I want to use it as we get closer to the edge. I'm going to use my immunity to get up to the high ground position and start damaging on this Spider-Man, forcing him back into his spawn. And in doing so, that will free me up a little bit of space. But we know he's going to come back immediately and be ready to be back on his bullshit, right? So, again, I'm going to get onto this Rocket Raccoon here, use my movement to get out of the way, use my burst damage to kill that rocket again so that we don't have to worry about him getting free heals on his team. We're going to kill this Ben, killing Ben, and there we go. And now we've got the Hulk is coming back here. We just got to be careful of wherever Sue rears her ugly head. We're going to throw the stun down on everybody who is kind of right inside of this little spot here. That's Bruce Banner going down with the Mr. Fantastic Ultimate coming out here. We're just going to go ahead and do that. And that got their Sue out of the way. Use my movement to get up and out of the into the sky so that he can't hit me on the ground there. We're going to go ahead and kill this Mr. Fantastic. We've got the Thing is back now. I'm going to start weaving in some right clicks. Going to use my movement ability to get out of the stun, but he died prior to that actually going off. There we go. We got that Thing down now. We're going to use the damage amp to help us kill this Sue Storm, who I just predicted her movement, because if I were her, where would I go? And it would be that high ground position right there. Right now it's time for me to get aggressive here on this Rocket Raccoon, and because his ultimate is out, the main thing that I need to do right now is to try and get that Pure Chaos ultimate off, but unfortunately I wasn't able to. That was my first, like, legitimate death of the game. We're at 32 kills right now, so we're doing pretty all right.
My work here is not
We do want to get back together. We have a minute and a half. We've got some ultimates coming online. Rather than fight it off, or fight it out right now as we are pressing into their spawn, because they have respawn advantage on us very hard right here, it's going to be kind of more important that we use ultimates here at the end. We need to snowball ultimates here, so if we can just gather up like 3 or 4 of them and then use them all at the very end, we'll win. But we're fighting into their respawn advantage, so as fast as we kill them, they're kind of coming back just as fast, you know? So we got to be careful about that. I'm going to try and be sneaky and just, like, come over here for a second. Again, I am immune in this moment, but the spider tracker can still hit me through my immunity ability, and you're going to see that he's going to definitely try. He's going to definitely give it his all to try and get me out of the sky. And I'm just kind of... There we go. Again, he's pulling himself in, trying to kill me. Please, please, Rocket, please. Okay, there we go. We got the co-op time is out now. I'm gonna go ahead and toss the stun right inside of their Sue Storm ultimate. I could not dodge that, unfortunately, but I can use my movement now. It's still on cooldown though for a few more seconds, so whatever I do, whatever engagement I choose next, has to be the right one. I'm gonna kill this Spider-Man now. Because I don't want him to get free value on my team. Again, we're just gonna take him out of there. We've got it into the overtime state here. I am 86% to my ult, so I'm just gonna work on not dying for a second while I generate the rest of the ult that I will need here. And 94 now. I'm using this to get up into the sky here. Gonna kill this Spider-Man, immediately pop this ultimate, because if I can kill them, then we win the game, basically. And unfortunately, I got nobody. They all line-of-sighted me at that exact moment, so I'm just gonna have to be a little bit more careful. I'm gonna fly up to avoid the ultimate of the Mr. Fantastic here, weaving in my right clicks on the Thor and the Reed Richards, and this is gonna be the game. I'm gonna go ahead and emote because we fucked them up, dude. That is a 38-2 here on Yggdrasil Path. Oh, what's up, baby? Thank you so much, Alex. I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, so pretty good game. Pretty good game overall. It was nice to have a balanced team comp as well. Our tank did good. Our other DPS did good. Yeah, everybody did solid that game. Pretty fun overall. I don't understand why Spider-Man can hit me through the immunity. I would only have had 1 death if it weren't for that, but overall, I think we did pretty solid. Give everybody the thumbs up. You gotta watch the highlight? Alright, I'll watch the highlight. Let's see what happens. What's my highlight? It's right here at the end. It seems like a weird highlight based on all of the cool things I did throughout this, this run here. Maybe it's because I killed the healer, and then I helped kill the healer even. Yeah, not bad. I mean, I was definitely in there, you know? Is it highlight material? Arguable. But, I mean, we did really good, so. Let's queue up for the next one. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. Let's see, how far into the game were we? Or into the show were we just now? Oh, I gotta lock in. There we go. Okay. We were about an hour into the show at the start of that game. I might upload that one as like a, you know, is Wanda good again? Or, you know, finally, type of game. Not sure. I used to do that in the past. A lot of people seem to like it, but, you know, just something to keep in mind anyway. Yggdrasil Path. Sick nonetheless. Thank you so much, Bricks. Tier, what's going on, dude? It says, damn, I'm late, man. LOL, here now, though. Well, I appreciate you being here regardless. You know, better late than never. But never late is better. Or whatever the song line is, right? It is an L to have a Lord Reed. Reed is good now.
Stay strong.
Yeah, Reed is good now.
I can
So,
see the
I don't think it's an L at all.
but I am not the enemy here.
That's what Magneto says.
So we have a Penny Parker as our only tank, and on this map, which is literally the exact same map that I just played, but on this map, it's not really a good place to have a Penny Parker. But since they're a Lord, I'm gonna shut up, and we're just gonna see if it gets better. You know, maybe it'll be good this time. I'm waiting to throw my stun ability. I'm gonna start damaging the Emma Frost shield there. I'm just gonna put that up kind of above where the Emma Frost is standing. We're gonna damage her as I back around the corner. I'm gonna use my movement ability to get up into the sky here in a place where it's very unlikely that the Punisher will see me, so that I can kill his turret. But his turret was already dead when I came around that corner. We've already lost our Wolverine here, so that's not great, huh? But, you know, I can start damaging up on this Emma. I have very, very quickly taken most of my health worth of damage. I have no movement ability. So there, right there, we saw the nerf to the movement abilities come into play. So in the last season, I would have had a movement ability available, but with the 2-second reduction in cooldown, which went from 8 seconds to 10 seconds per charge for her movement ability, you're now seeing that there's a punishable window for Wanda that there otherwise wasn't before. Oh my boy, have I got a deal for you. If he wasn't there, I still would have won that, I promise. I didn't know he was there before, otherwise I would have. So, with this Punisher right here, the thing that I want to do is I want to throw this out right there, right, so that I can start immediately damaging him. I think my whole team is dead again. Are they dead? No, they're just not coming out. We're just standing in this doorway. We're playing Doorway Warriors here. I gotta be careful of the shotgun from the Punisher. Still very much able to kill me here. I want to throw my stun there in case I get chased through the window, which I absolutely did. But I can kill him from farther. Yeah, and this was the thing that I was afraid of, that it was going to be the Black Panther that came through the doorway and not the Punisher. The Punisher I can 1v1, no problem. The Black Panther, I need at least one of my movement charges available. But at the very least, I emboldened the team to walk out and actually contest the cart there. So that's good. You know, again, standing in the doorway is fine, but, like, standing on the payload is better. Just in general. I'm now going to utilize this high ground position. I take it back. I'm going to leave. I'm going to very quickly leave. We should have somebody coming from right here. So I'm going to throw the stun right there just in case they come out. I'm going to use one of my movement abilities to get up into the sky here. We're going to wait right here in this doorway. Because BP will inevitably want to drop down on us. Okay, we're just watching. Yeah, there he is.
Tremble before fast.
And that's BP. Not worried about him. Again, I can win the duel with Black Panther pretty easily as long as I get my movement abilities available. How am I taking so much damage right now? What is happening, bro? How did I take damage through the wall? Did you guys see that? Oh, okay. So his turret... Okay, that makes sense. The Punisher's turret deals AoE damage next to where he's actually shooting. Like a spell field. I just didn't expect it, so, like, it caught me by surprise. Like, I went behind that piece of cover intentionally, you know? To try and save myself from the power of the Punisher turret. So when I was literally safe and still taking damage from it, I didn't understand. I understand now, though. Use my movement to get over to this health pack, but I didn't end up needing it. I'm gonna force this Rocket Raccoon out of his high ground position. I don't want to use it immediately, so I'm just gonna, like, kind of force him into where I want him to be. And I'm stunned now, so I need to get out of the way. And I'm gonna drop down here. We're gonna use a gentle float to get over to the health pack, waiting for my movement abilities to recharge. I'm gonna use, as the second one charges up, I'm gonna go up here. Right? Just like this, right? And I'm gonna wait in this corner, because in a second I'm gonna drop out and I wanna use my, ultimate on them. But not if they are here. So the Wolverine kind of gave away my flank position. And so because of that, I now don't want to stand there and use my ultimate on them. So now I have to find a different hiding place. Gonna kill that Black Panther again. I don't know how many times I have to teach him this lesson, old man. And if you get that reference, then, you know, you're a G, a real G. This is the moment. Goddamn Wolverine. So Wolverine ulted there, and unfortunately stole all my kills. But that's okay, you know. At the very least, it was very dangerous for them to be around. He literally killed everyone that I was going to kill. Emma, what's going on, dude? How are you? Good to see you. Fancy seeing you here and shit. Doing all right. The Wolverine is hard carrying right now, and I'm not mad about it. This is why Wolverine is one of the most banned characters in the entire game. With the Judge, Jury, Executioner coming out here, and everyone else's ult going off simultaneously, I'm going to back up all the way to our team. Knowing that we have a Doctor Strange now means that I can utilize the team up, which I'm very excited for, because with the proper amount of healing, the team up from Doctor Strange is actually really good, which I'm currently utilizing. This Emma really wants me, and I'm going to give her the sauce she was looking for here. I need to leave now. The Rocket Raccoon damage amp is too much damage for me to live through, even with the additional team up damage from Doctor Strange. Got 10 seconds left until that comes back. I'm going to throw my stun there on the front of the cart for anybody who wants to stand there. With the amplifier coming out here, it's now time to absolutely shred their team, which is what I'm going to do here. You see me shredding their Luna Snow. I'm shredding their Punisher. I'm shredding basically everybody. Got their Bucky as well there, so that was a massive play. Massive, massive play. We're doing great. I haven't played in so long, maybe I'll hop on tonight. Hell yeah, Bricks. Watching a little Wanda action is giving you the itch, huh? I feel you. That's how I feel whenever I watch one of the characters I really like playing as well. Get a little bit of the itch. Double using my movement abilities by accident because I fat-fingered the button a second time. I was trying to cancel it, but I have to get used to the shorter duration that we have now than the duration that we had before. I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to finish off that Black Panther again there. Basically useless in terms of what he does as long as we have enough damage. This is the moment now where I need to be able to kill this Luna Snow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to float super high, and I'm going to press it way up top, right? And they're either going to kill me, or I'm going to kill them. And so I traded ults there with the Punisher, and I'm okay with dying right there, because at that moment, it was either him or me, right? He was either going to look up and instantly delete me, or I was going to instantly delete him, so. We're doing great, though. Doing great. This is a more competitive game than the last one. Potentially because their team is just better at getting kills. Their Punisher has more kills, I think, than their entire other team had in the last game. And there's that turret again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to instead engage from this side angle here. We hear the Emma Frost using ult here in the corner. We're going to use this moment to immediately destroy this Luna Snow. I don't care that I died because they are down their main sustain ultimate there. We do expect them to have a Rocket Raccoon ult here, though. It seems all but too likely that they have a Rocket Raccoon ult coming online. Hit him with the Weeping Ball Flurry. That's what I'm going to do. I actually forgot I had the team up there for a second. This is only my second game having the team up active, so I gotta get used to that. Wanda never had a team up before, you know? Right here, I'm just kind of chilling. Just kind of waiting. What the fuck? Double using my movement to get over to the health pack. And now I need to play conservatively while I wait for everything. I'm sad that Doctor Strange used that portal, because that portal could have been used to help me get value out of an ultimate. For those of you who don't know, on the other side of the Doctor Strange portal, you actually can't hear Wanda using her ultimate. So it makes it a lot easier to get kills. That was cool. I didn't expect him to come after me, but I could have gone into the spawn room behind me. I just missed. We should probably get back together, huh? We should probably group up for a 6v6. By, like, not going out immediately. We got time. They took away my team up there. I don't know who our Doctor Strange changed to, but he has now swapped characters. We're just gonna get out of the way, get into the Loki rune here. We know that they have a magic, so I gotta be careful of that, because that can kill me very quickly, so I gotta be the one who kills her instead. This is my moment. Damn. At the exact second I was about to explode, he wasn't falling for it this time. It's a hard ultimate to get value out of anyway, you know? So I'm not worried about it. How are we looking on ults? We have no ults, so we basically lose this if they have any ultimates. This is the moment where we lose this game, I think. Again, if they have any ults at all, we basically lose this one. Gotta kill their healers, though. If there's any hope of winning, it's in killing their healers as quickly as possible. And hopefully, if we do that, we'll be able to make it through. That's a triple. That's a quad. I'm gonna get up and kill this Iron Fist now. Kill this magic. Magic down. That's 5. And 6. Nice little 6-piece to end the game there. I ended with the most kills in the lobby. So, big dubs. Big dubs, I think. I don't know, man. Good job to the Wolverine, bro. You can't even be mad about it. He's a bad MFer. And we see his MVP screen from the Deadpool movie, the most recent Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Very cool scene in the movie itself. Very cool highlight intro. Again, I'm going to pull up the scoreboard here. I caught a couple of deaths there that I probably could have avoided, specifically with the Doctor Strange portal. But I still ended with the most kills in the lobby, so feeling good about that. Second most final blows in the lobby as well, 14 compared to the Wolverine's 15. Probably the only reason that he got the MVP as well. Although he did have, like, more than double the amount of damage blocked that I had, so. Yeah, W, man, W. We're in here doing our thing. You know, we've got our WandaVision activated. That feels good. Sorry about the lag in that screen back there. That's just a Marvel Rivals lack of optimization problem. I talked to other streamers as well. They also have this issue. Whenever you're in that screen, for whatever reason, it makes your camera lag. Even if you're on a 2 PC setup, which doesn't make any sense, but, you know. Again, I just work here. Do I have all the Wanda skins? Nah, I only have the ones that came from the Battle Pass last season, and then the most recent one that you're able to get this season. Wanda is not actually a character that I even play, Alex, which is crazy to think about, right? But it's true. Like, I don't really even play this character. I do like her. I played her last week a little bit at the start of the end, even, of Season 1.5, as we were kind of waiting. I wanted to see... Like, I wanted to play characters before the changes and after the changes to hopefully get a good idea of what they would be like so that I could speak on whether or not they went up or down in the meta. So Wanda was one of those characters. I spent like 3 days playing her last week. So I got a little experience, you know, on the character overall. Did you know Hawkeye can deflect stuff now? He could always deflect stuff. His pull the sword out and swing it ability could always deflect stuff. It was just really hard. I know, because I sat in the practice range for a long time. I swear to God, I sat in the practice range for like, I don't know, 2-3 hours one day. Just trying to deflect like maximum pulse and shit like that. I sure did. Because I wanted to know, like, is it good? Like, and the answer, is, in case you were wondering, is no, it's not. It's not really that good. Gonna dip back into the spawn here to get my health back. Do we have a healer? No, we don't have a healer. Okay. Yeah, he could do it. It's just like a really short activation window. So in this game, I have to play extremely, extremely careful because we're basically playing hardcore Marvel Rivals like we did on Monday, where any death is like death. Just throwing that over there, just getting a little bit of hurt in their direction. I would expect to be chased here very shortly. And again, with no healer, I need to play around the cart as much as humanly possible because the cart will allow me to get that additional 10 hit points per second, which will effectively work like a small heal and allow me to engage on people in kind of a not as good as having actual support, but decent enough, you know? So you can see I'm generating health very slowly here. We just know that the Psylocke is going to be looking to get back up with their team and trying to snag some kills on the people that are kind of out in the open here. The more important than killing the Emma Frost right now is going to be killing their support. And if we can do that, we're going to be in a much better place. Again, I'm going to use both my movement abilities. I'm going to stand back here for a second while I wait to see what happens, because I don't just want to run into hell. There is a health pack right up here, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab it. I'm grabbing the health pack, and then I'm going to come back out. Again, I am being conservative about my movement so that I don't end up getting myself into a shit position and dying for it. I could feel the Emma Frost hitting me from the back there. Back shots from Emma, which is never something you want when there's no healer around, so I'm just going to break line of sight with her. And then, again, we're just going to grab this health pack. We're waiting for our team to get back together. We see that they are coming. Captain America is our only tank here. I'm caught on a doorway, so I'm going to use my movement ability again. And they're going to chase me right here, I would imagine. So I'm going to throw out the stun window. I'm caught on this door now, too. But they didn't chase, so that's good. What's his name? Namor's trying to steal the health pack. I'm just going to take it from him so that he can't have it. That's my stun. Or that's my health. Namor, you can't have it. And I'm going to kill this Emma Frost, and with her down, it's going to be a lot easier for me to actually get in here and get some kills. That hit me through my immunity ability. You guys see that? I was already immune, and the Psylocke ultimate hit me through it. I don't know why this happens. Why is Wanda's immunity the shittiest immunity in the entire game? And I got their Black Widow there. This could be the moment when I go down here. There's kind of nothing I can do about this, except for maybe activate my ult, but that would be stupid, I think, in this moment. So I double used my movement ability so that I could get back to the cart a little bit faster. We're going to kill this Emma Frost here. Again, we're using the cart for healing as we push it to the end of the first checkpoint. No deaths so far, and we're doing pretty good. We know that our Bucky did not get a reset there on that most recent again, so we're going to play like he did not, and we're just going to help him team shot whoever he decides he wants to fight. With the Psylocke here, we're just going to hold primary fire in her general direction and chuck a right click at the ground so that she gets damaged by the spell field, and we're going to be good to go. I'm using the payload as a piece of cover as well. Knowing that there is somebody behind me, I'm going to assume that it's probably Iron Fist, because that's who would make sense to be there. It looks like we do have a healer now, and it's a Mantis, which is great for me because now I get a damage buff. I can hear them around this corner. Right, so again, we're just going to damage up on these guys. I'm not going to let this Iron Fist get away, and I'm going to go ahead and jump down into their team a little bit here. And I got sniped. That's okay. That is the risk you take when you play fast and loose with a Black Widow. Thankfully, our Iron Man is on point with his ultimate, and he was able to take her out. Again, we're doing this with only one healer, and we had no healers at the beginning, so for me to have gotten a 12 kill streak there with no healers is pretty decent. I'm not mad about it in any way. I see our Emma Frost up here doing her thing. We're going to immediately peel for our Black Widow so that this Iron Fist can't just live forever and get free value. Would you like some sauce, sir? Right here is where I need to leave. 34 hit points left. So I picked the right time to dip, to do the Dizzity dip here. We're now using the payload again for a piece of cover. You see, I am fully invisible to the enemy team as I press forward here. Just use the cart for the 10 hit points per second. I am vulnerable right now. And so because of that, I'm going to keep standing on the cart. Again, getting myself healed up. We got the checkpoint here, so we're good to go. Keeping myself in cover for the team while I wait to be able to engage again. I'm not worried about asking Mantis for some heals because I'm healing myself. And as the cart starts to turn, I want to make sure that I'm still utilizing the ass end of the cart because it's got a big fat ass that is great for protecting myself from damage. Cheaper Town Hall's coming out here. We're going to throw the stun down a little bit. We're going to get into the Mantis movement. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get into the movement there, but that's okay. I'm going to use my double movement abilities here to press their shit in very hard. And now it's time to kill anybody that's left over. And there we go. I was able to assist with the Bucky while he got his kill. And now I'm going to push the payload. One person on the payload, I talk about this all the time, is a 60%, 67%, I think, movement speed buff for the payload itself. So having at least one person on there is massive. Having up to 3 people will give you the maximum amount of increased movement. I'm now going to use this piece of cover right here so that I can damage anybody who wants to come in, and they won't be able to see me through the wall. I can easily deal with this Emma Frost while I wait for my team. Again, I'm utilizing my double movement abilities there. She is inside of her team's Cloak and Dagger ult. My whole team is dead now, so the next thing that I want to do is leave, right? And we're just going to do that quickly. And unfortunately, it looks like I have to duel this Bucky, so it's either win or lose at this moment, and it's not a 1v1, unfortunately, because if it were, I think I would have won this. And I'm going to go ahead and grab this health pack here. Got the health pack, and now I'm going to continue to re-engage with them. I'm dead, but it was all I could do. There was no escaping that, right? And again, if that person, if their Cloak and Dagger had not been there healing Bucky, I think I would have won that 1v1. Just based on my kill-to-death ratio and his 9 deaths, I think I definitely would have won that one. But, whatever. Let's group up for a 6v6. Save all your ultimates. Get fucked, Bucky. Utilizing this wall here as a piece of cover. They can't see me from that angle. They can't see me from this angle. 100% he was low. Yeah, I thought so too. I think there would have been no saving Bucky had his healer not been there. There we go. I got that Iron Fist there. We're going to destroy this Emma Frost shield so that she can't put that Emma Frost shield up on me. I'm now going to use my movement ability to get up into the sky here. I want to see where they are, and I want to kill this Emma as quick as I can. The Hela is on me. I'm going to try and drop down to my team here. Just hope that I can snag a heal from everybody. And I did. Great. The next thing that I need to do is try to get a value ultimate off here on the point. And if I can do that, then we're going to be in good shape. Again, we see the Iron Fist is here. The Bucky is here, trying to buck himself around. We're going to double use movement, double using it. 3, 2, 1, and we're just going to do one of these, right? Pure chaos on the enemy team here. And unfortunately, I missed the kill on this Mantis. But I am going to win this 1v1 unless somebody comes in and, yeah, and gives her assistance, which they did. And I'm not mad about it. That's, you know, it's team game, so only so many 1v1s you can realistically pull off. But our Iron Man pulls off a huge maximum pulse there. We're going to go up into the building to force this Hela to engage with us where we want her to engage with us, and that's going to be the W21 and 2 here on Midtown. Tyr says, I played Iron Fist yesterday in Ranked, and it went kind of well, surprisingly. Iron Fist is actually pretty good right now. He has gotten some buffs, some changes along the way that put him into a pretty decent spot in the meta. And I'm not mad about having an Iron Fist on my team anymore. So. How'd we do, by the way, compared to everybody else? Yeah, we did good. Did good. Less deaths than everybody in the entire game, so that feels good. Close to our Captain America who went Mantis, so that's good. Hannibal says, hey, bro, sorry I had a doctor's appointment today. That's all right, Hanny. How you feeling, bro? Hanny's over on Twitch. For those of you who are new here, we are live on both YouTube and Twitch. On YouTube at the Dude No Way live channel, the home for all of our live content and where the VODs are saved forever. So if you ever want to see me get mad at Marvel Rivals, you can go back and watch all of the previous shows. I think we have like 50 or 60 Marvel Rivals shows saved up there. So, you know, hundreds of hours of content for you to enjoy in case this is something that you want to look at. There are shows where I play a bunch of different characters. There are shows where I play, you know, single characters. There are shows where I just talk for 3 straight hours about the game. So, you know, whatever kind of content you like to consume, there's shows on there for you. We're also live over on Twitch on the Dude No Way Gaming channel, which is our main channel here on YouTube where the bulk of our subscribers are. We're at 18,000 plus subs over on Dude No Way Gaming. So if you want to check us out over there for our like video content, you can find us there. Haven't posted a video there in a little while. I actually posted one there not too long ago with the Season 1 review, and it like got crushed because the audience for that channel was previously a Destiny 2 audience, so basically nobody clicked on the video, and after the first, like, 24 hours of having it up there, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pull that down, I'm gonna put it here on the Dude No Way live channel, where everybody comes to watch Marvel Rivals content anyway, and, you know, and then that way the people that want to see it can actually see it. So, but we do have another video that is being worked on, which is rating all of the tank abilities in the entire game. I started that, like, 2 weeks before the season launched, and then we found out that Emma Frost was coming out, so I just kind of put it on hold until we had the Emma Frost kind of in the mix there, because I didn't know how to rate her abilities against the rest of the tanks, because I had never played her, obviously, and she hadn't been out yet to play test, so. But yeah, looking pretty good. All good, just a bi-monthly infusion. Right on, dude. Right on. I'm glad that everything is good, though. We're playing Wanda today, figuring out if Wanda is good in the new Season 2 meta, since she got a little bit of a rework here at the start of Season 2. And so far, I'm really enjoying it. So far, I am having a blast with this character. She is pretty good. This game is already in progress. And we already have a Wanda. Oh, no. Do we have another healer? No, we don't. So I'm gonna play Cloak and Dagger here, because unfortunately, I am in the spot where I joined the game late, and I can't ask somebody to just swap off Wanda. They obviously played her in the last round, which they appear to have lost. I wanted to take a sip of my coffee, but I don't think that, I have time here now. So I'm just going to play Cloak and Dagger and kind of fill for the team since we didn't have a secondary healer. I'm going to start throwing out these heals here. I don't know what the enemy team is rocking. Okay, so no, do have a Jeff the Landshark here. We're just going to go ahead and fuck with Jeff a little bit. Jeff, come here, friend. I'm not done with you. I'm gonna go ahead and get these guys up. Alex, thank you so much for the sub to the main channel there, dude. I appreciate it. It says sub to the main channel too. Great content. Hopefully I'll catch the next stream too. Hell yeah, bro. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. Thank you so much. I think we just need to group up at this moment. I'd love to heal this Wanda. Yeah, I just need everybody to stay grouped up. We shouldn't be peeking them until we have a 6v6 going here. Trying to give them some heads up. Not everybody is as experienced as I am. You know what I mean? Not everybody has played games for the amount of hours that I've played. I would say most people probably have not. So that's something to keep in mind here. Gonna throw the healing overtime down on this corner so that I can not only use this as cover, but also as healing for myself as we continue to advance. We got this Jeff the Landshark here. I'm gonna use my dark teleportation to get out of the way while we kill this Hulk. I'm gonna start throwing out these heals now. Throw out the healing overtime. Make sure our Luna Snow gets up. We're gonna throw out the healing wall there for our team to increase the amount of healing that they actually take. Want to get this Emma Frost alive for as long as possible so that she can utilize her ultimate here. Not sure if I'm gonna need my Cloak and Dagger ult yet, so I'm gonna wait on using it. I got some Wanda, I got heals for you, but I need to see you. There you go, baby. Unfortunately, I got caught there, and if Jeff doesn't kill himself, I'll be able to use my dark teleportation to get myself back onto the map. But he did kill himself, and that's totally fine. Yeah, I got Jeff, man. I got Jeff. But I did manage to swap to cloak form, which allowed me to, you know, be ready. Because you have to be in cloak form to use the dark teleportation. So, gonna try and get over to my team. We do have control of the point right now, and I'm gonna try and get down there. I'm gonna use my ultimate to keep them alive. I'm using Cloak and Dagger ult on the point. Get on point, get on point. Cloak and Dagger ult also received a bit of a buff at the start of Season 2 here. We're going to make this Luna Snow, this Loki who copied Luna, pop her ult. That is our Doctor Strange here. So I'm now going to swap back to the Dagger form so that I can keep healing my team, throwing the healing overtime down for our squad. We got Jeff the Landshark is here in the corner, and unfortunately I tried to ping him, but it pinged the portal instead. It's fine. We're going to throw out the darkness wall here, start damaging up on this Hulk. Hopefully we can get him down before he gets healed here. Don't want to get too aggressive, but we do want to encourage the team to go to the place that we need to go. We're now going to keep this Emma Frost alive as long as humanly possible while she utilizes her ultimate, because it is a very, very strong ult. We're going to let them grab the health pack because I don't need it. I have my right click if I need to heal myself. And we're doing great right now. I want to get this Wanda alive, giving her some healing over there in the corner. We're going to throw out the darkness wall on this Hulk to make him vulnerable to anybody that is actually getting hit there. Throwing out the healing overtime down for our Emma Frost so that she doesn't die. The block is getting fucking hot, though. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do one of these. That gives us freedom on the point here. And I know I double used my ultimate with the Luna Snow, which is very unfortunate, but it is what it is, right? I needed to get that off as quick as I could. I'm not going to be able to live through this, unfortunately, with the Hulk jumping on me and pushing my shit in. And then the Doctor Strange is already down. Looks like we are going to... Let's get back together. We have one more team fight here. Don't rush in without the squad, though. Got one more team fight to be able to win this. We want to just ignore them and push right through to the point. I will keep healing you. Again, I'm going to throw my healing overtime down on the corner here so that I can, A, use it as a piece of cover, and B, try to keep the team alive and myself alive in the process. We got the Groot ult coming out here on our team, and I did all I could to keep them alive here. Potentially, we would have been in a better place if I hadn't used my ultimate at the same time. But again, I came into this game late, dude, so there's only so much you can realistically do, you know? Unfortunately, the teleporter's on cooldown. It's all good, though. I got 10,000 healing in that round. If I had come into that in the beginning of that game, and I had either played Cloak or Wanda, I think we would have won. If we look at our Wanda... Just give me 1 second. There we go. If we look at our Wanda, she went 6 and 7. You know, so not great, but... Again, I was only there for one round. And this person played Sue in the first round. I almost had as much healing as them. So, not the best. But... I think we could have won that. That was very realistically winnable. And I'm sorry for my team for popping ult at the same time as the Luna. I didn't check because I didn't expect Luna to press ult at that moment. So it is what it is, right? Tyr says, she is good with the team up. You can just jump into the back line and kill their healers. Hang on. No, not that one. That's the wrong redhead. There we go. She is good with the team up. You can just jump into the back line and kill their healers so fast. That's what I was doing in ranked yesterday when we had Strange. I dropped 59 and 0. Shit was crazy. That is crazy, dude. That's an insane game, Tyr. When you get those games, you feel like a god, and it always is nice. Always is nice to get a 59 and 0. The team up is very good between her and Doctor Strange. At least to me, it feels like it is. Yeah, that's a great game, Hanny. That's a great game. You don't run into those games very often, but when you do, boy, does it feel good. Someone says, I just noticed this Emma skin has scratches in her thighs. Well, I'm just gonna let that be. We're just gonna not comment on that one. Someone says, just like my wife. Yo, Jesus Christ.
Battle starts in 5.
All right.
4.
Gonna burn the shit out of my mouth with that coffee, which is still scalding hot, even after like 2 hours of being live because of the cup that I have. Love that cup, dude. Got an Iron Man here. Friend, I can has heals, please. Thank you. Yeah, so we're just gonna insta-delete this Hulk here. Speaking of insta-delete, right? He got me with a team-up beam. The beam-up. Right here. Bang, look how fast it melts you, dude. Very strong still. Very strong, but it's basically just as strong without the Hulk. You don't need a Hulk to be able to get that team-up, or to be able to deal that big damage with the Iron Man beam anymore. The fact that we have Lord Iron Man on their team is really cool. I love playing against a good Iron Man, because he's one of those characters that has a weakness, you know? And because of that, it feels more balanced to play against than some other characters. Gotta be careful, though. I got him down. Gotta be careful about taking too much damage. So I'm gonna get out of here, because again, with only Loki as our healer, it's gonna... basically just gonna play this as though we have no healer. And if I get a heal, great. And if I don't get a heal, well then I should be playing it intelligently anyway. Gonna use the stun there on the Hulk to make it hard for him to get free value. I'm getting out of the way now that our tank is dead. Gonna double use my movement here. Gonna put the stun in the corner in case she decides to chase, but it looks like she didn't, which is totally fine. It's always fun watching you play Iron Man. I have a blast, man. I was playing him a little bit last night. Hello. I was playing him a little bit last night and just having a great time. I had some no-death games. I had some games that were hard. I had one game where a Spider-Man just wouldn't stop countering me, and that was like the hardest trigger of Spider-Man that I had ever felt in my life. That was literally the most annoying Spider-Man I had ever had to play against, but bro, our team has got to stop dying. You just stop positioning yourself in a place where you have no cover. Like, why would you put yourself right in the middle of the street, bro? There are walls that you can block all the damage with. Look, I'm using one right now. Gotta be careful of this Iron Man, because again, that beam do be deadly. Grabbing this health pack that I got to my side here. Again, just playing this wall smart. I'm gonna go underneath and see if I can't find somebody, because I know that there's a health pack down here as well. Just gotta be careful about the engagement. I'm gonna wait to pick it up until I take a bit more damage. And there we go, I took a bit more damage, so now we're gonna use my movement to get out. There we go, just wanted to see if they were gonna come through, and they did. I will not live through the activation of this ultimate as long as that Iron Man is alive. So I gotta be very, very, very careful. There's no way I live through this. There's zero chance that I live through this unless I just fully escape. Best thing that I could possibly do in this scenario is leave. And I might not even live even now, because the Psylocke might chase me. I'm gonna save my stun, because I don't know if she's going to. This team is getting ran. Our team is getting ran by their team right now. Again, we're not fighting 6v6s. We're not in a good place for us to be. Most of the time that we're engaging, their entire team is there. I just saw that Psylocke and I don't know where she went, so I'm just gonna leave right now. She went up to the high ground position. Smart on her part. Grabbing this health pack here. Utilizing my movement to get myself up to a high ground position. I can only do what the team enables me to do, right? Like, this is a 6v6 game. You do have to play like your team matters here. I'm gonna steal this health pack from this Spider-Man. This is mine. Peter. I'm just gonna wait for everybody to come together. We have 2 healers now. Looks like our thing left the game, probably because he was dying so much. But I mean, they're not really doing much, you know? Like, the team is kind of just hanging. There is somebody to my side right now. That is the armor overdrive ability from the Iron Man. So we gotta be extra, extra careful. And it should be ending right about now. I hear the Hulk, I just don't see him. There he is. Again, using my movement to get myself into a place where there is always a health pack for me to utilize. Even though we have 2 healers now, that doesn't mean that I am safe from needing to use health packs. With the Mr. Fantastic creating chaos, I'm going to see if I can, ironically, right, creating chaos, I'm going to see if I can use my stuff here to get a good ultimate off. We're going to pop it right here. And I was able to get there Adam Warlock, but I'm pretty sure he has never died in this game, so I don't think that I lived through this. Yeah, there was... Contesting the point there was the only thing that I could do to try and help. Our team was just up the creek, bro. I caught my second death because of the Namor ult, but what else can I do when everyone on my team has 6 deaths? That was a super cool MVP from that Iron Man. We rarely ever see that Iron Man skin, so that was cool to see. I'm gonna give myself a thumbs up because I deserve it. Good job, me. I can always count on me, bro. You know? If no one else. We're just gonna have to take the good with the bad, because when you're insta-locking DPS, there's gonna be times when your team sucks. There's gonna be times where nobody wants to play heals, nobody wants to play tank, etc., etc. You just have to deal with it. You gotta roll with the punches, man. But I'm having a blast. I actually love playing with this character, even if she's not the best, you know? So, that's kind of cool. Got the, locking in on the thing. Got a Rocket Raccoon and, potentially another healer here. The Doctor Strange would have been cool for the team-up ability, but I'm not going to ask him to play anything. Because I like, to a lot of people, this is basically the most throw-pick character that I could possibly pick.
There's no reason to be afraid of my men. Unless you give me.
The thing about her is that I still don't think she's as bad as the Human Torch, and I don't think she's as bad as Hawkeye. Hawkeye is incredibly reliant on your ability to hit shots. If you don't hit shots, he's like the worst character in the entire game. Worse than Human Torch. But if you do hit shots, then he gets lots of value. So I still think Wanda is like low tier in terms of how good she is, but I don't think she's like the worst.
Starts in 5, 4, 3,
All right, we got this.
2, 1.
Someone says you can just keep using...
Capture the mission area.
You can just keep using Rocket. Yeah, that's good. They're very close to their Rocket Lord, which hopefully means that they are a good Rocket Raccoon player. I'm going to save this in case I see... Don't do this, chat. If you guys ever do this, you're wrong. Just a heads up. Just so as you guys know. If there's ever an opportunity for you to use the Doctor Strange portal at the beginning of a game and you do it before anybody has an ultimate, you lose automatically, basically. I gotta back off here. Just gotta back off a second while I wait for some heals from my team. And there we go. You see what happened to them. They just instantly got deleted because you can't do that. You can't just run through a Doctor Strange portal at the beginning of a game. Don't portal unless your team has ults for the other side. Rookie mistake.
One down.
You never ever use the Doctor Strange portal unless your team has ultimates for the other side. You never ever ever start a game by using a portal. A lot of people think you do. You don't. Trust me. Doctor Strange was the first Lord I ever got in this game. He's the character that I still have the most hours on, even after hundreds and hundreds of hours playing other characters. I still have more hours on Strange than anybody else. Just gonna kill that Star-Lord. We're gonna go up so that we can engage on this Iron Fist, because we know he's gonna be up here trying to do whatever dumbass thing Iron Fist wants to do. I now need to leave, right? One more time. I needed to get a heal. Unfortunately, I didn't. I literally was right next to my healers, but they were looking forward and not to the left. That's totally fine. Again, Iron Fist is a lot better than he was before, so no big deal though. Got myself going forward. Our Wolverine is down, but everybody else still alive. Got my ultimate, the Cloak and Dagger ult, the Rocket Raccoon ult, all online right now. Not that I expect to get a lot of value out of my ult, but I'm damn sure gonna try. Saving everything, saving all of my cooldowns, and just taking the slow walk back, because none of their team is even here yet, so I don't have to worry about that. At least not as of right now. Who do they have that can stun me? Nobody can really stun me on their team, but they do have a lot of movement abilities. And Star-Lord has his iframes that he can activate. We're just going to kill Star-Lord out of his ult there. We're going to go ahead and start weaving in some right clicks using my movement to get around behind them so I can get their Adam Warlock. We're going to get their Namor. I'm going to use my immunity ability to skate that Eye of Agamotto and not get killed by that. I'm waiting for movement abilities now off cooldown again. We're going to kill this Iron Fist because there's nothing you can do about it, and we win that round with our ultimate saved for the next round here. So it feels good. Like, this would be the moment, right, where we popped an ultimate. Hey, guys, this would be a great time for a Doctor Strange portal. If you guys want to do it, I can use the Wanda ult from the other side because they can't hear you activate Wanda ultimate through the portal.
I am fighting every day to make amends.
So, just, you know, something to think about anyway. Even if we just use it for the portal, that'd be funny, huh?
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time playing this game. So how many hours do I have now? I want to see. Just want to find out. At the start of today's show, in Rivals, I have 723 hours. So, a good amount of time. A good amount of time playing some Rivals, dude. Yeah, it's fine. No big deal. Just a thought.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I have my Rocket Raccoon armor pack. I've got my jump pack as well, in case they want to play like Spider-Man or Iron Man or Storm or Torch or whatever. I'm going to be easily able to get up to them and be able to damage them from far away. We see the Luna Snow. Their whole team basically is right here. I'm going to start throwing some AoE damage into them and just hoping that I can get it right. And we're going to do one of these. And I was able to get their Namor. Was it the best ult ever? No. But did it do something? Yeah, it did something. You know, it did a little work. Strange, come here a minute. I just want to talk, bro. Come here. No, I just want to have a conversation. Wolverine, you want that? No? Okay, then I'm going to grab it. I'm just going to keep jumping so that I keep changing the elevation of my head hitbox so that I don't get hit by this Namor's trident. I'm going to fly up, right? And we're just going to one time hit this Namor. There we go. And then now the Namor is down. I'm going to slow fall down from the ceiling in case I needed to very quickly get out of there. Throwing out the stun there on the shield of the Emma Frost. Gonna cancel my movement ability, but use it to get behind this piece of cover, because I know that I can still hit them with my right click from this distance. And again, we're gonna be hitting this Bucky here. I'm gonna be charging up more of my right clicks here, destroying this Emma Frost shield here. Bang, just like that, right? And I don't have an ultimate for this, but what I do have is my stun ball. So I'm going to put the stun ball down, generate some free ult charge off of them as they kind of engage on the stun ball. I'm now going to go back to... I'm coming. We're going to start killing this Emma Frost here, because what's she going to do about it with no team behind her? And then we got this Luna Snow here as well. We're just going to kill her too. We've got the Bucky and the Namor and the Loki there coming around the corner. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up. We're going high, flying high right now. And nobody can chase me except for the Loki. So I'm just going to get this health pack. And then we're going to pay attention to what happens next. So we're watching the kill feed. We're watching to see where my team is. You see my team is pushed all the way back now, which tells me that the best thing that I can do is going to be to gently float, because I don't make footstep sounds during that. And then I'm going to try and get back up with my team. I'm not going to use the man cannon, because the man cannon makes a very recognizable, easy to understand noise. Again, all of that is just a quick way to die, you know? Basically. That's kind of how that works. Every ult imaginable coming out here from the other team, so silly time in Marvel Rivals, and we're just gonna allow them to use it. Just let them use everything, and we'll use ours afterwards, when they have nothing to stop us. Got that Bucky very easily cleaned up there. Gonna get this Luna Snow if I can, but I can't. Time to double use my movement to get back around the corner and up with my team. If Emma Frost wants to keep engaging from there, that's her own dumbass fault, you know? There's nothing that they can do to stop us now. So when our team does get back together, there we go. That's what I wanted to hear, is other people popping ultimates. We know that they are down a healer now too. And now that they have a Spider-Man, I need to be conscious of the Spider-Man. So I didn't know they had one before. I know that they have one now, so I just got to be cool about where I go. That was only my second death this game. Had to go brush my teeth after drinking my coffee. I totally understand, bro. I haven't brushed my teeth either. Because I'm still drinking the coffee. And because it's first thing in the morning, basically. I mean, it's first thing in the afternoon, but you get what I mean. I'm going to go and try and contest real quick. Using my movement to get up into the sky here. I'm going to use my movement here. I'm going to press ult here. Again, it doesn't matter that I didn't get it off. Because the only thing that matters at this moment is that I contested the point. Again, the Spider-Man and the, are going to come and try and kill me. That's totally fine. I totally get it. I would do the same thing if I were playing on Spider-Man right now. Why isn't it letting me damage him? There you go. Spider-Man, lose the 1v1 like you should, you little bitch. And kill this Emma Frost here. Put the stun down on her. And there we go. Emma Frost dead. And that is the end of their Luna Snow as well. We're going to use my movement ability to ascend rapidly, destroy the Loki clones. We're going to destroy the Loki himself here. just to make sure that they have no healers. We're going to continue to beam up on this Spider-Man. Keep losing this 1v1, Peter. Keep losing, bro. Keep losing. We do have the Doctor Strange portal is active here. So what I'm going to do, and this is very funny, right? Destroyed the Doctor Strange shield, even though it didn't get any kills. I used their portal to be able to generate that effect that I was asking my team for. But now that I am basically no health, I have to go back out and grab this health pack. I can't expect that they will be here to follow up with me, especially with the Luna Snow ultimate going off right now. I don't think that we win this one. Although I do have co-op time here, so I'm going to dive into it. I now have my Doctor Strange team up, which is going to make it super easy for me to live as long as this whatchamacallit keeps going. Cloak and Dagger ult, and it did. I want to destroy this Strange shield while we damage up on this Luna Snow right now. I can't get the Luna Snow from this distance, but I can make sure that Strange never makes it, and that's a 28-3 here on Hell's Heaven. Pretty good game overall. Get the fuck out of here, Spooter Man. Exactly, dude. Exactly. He would never win a 1v1 against me if he couldn't hit me through my immunity ability. Got the thing snatching the MVP from me, but that's okay. He was 23-5. I was 28-3. We were both in there doing our thing. And I just want to say to my team, Strange, thank you for the team up, brother. I'm gonna give him the thumbs up. Make sure that he knows that I appreciate him. And yeah, dude, that was a good game. That was a good game. We were in there. The only person that died less than us in the entire game was our Rocket Raccoon with only 1 death. You can definitely tell that this guy plays Rocket. We have our Cloak and Dagger with 20,000 healing, our Rocket with 14,000. So a lot more healing on our side than on their side. And we fucked him up, dude. Fucked him up, man. Looks like I went up a rank in Wanda. You can see, based on my Wanda rank, that I've barely played this character. Yeah, I just made it to Captain, bro. I just made it to Captain. So, my hours on her are not a lot, but I've basically played with every variation of power has come in another game in some form. So I know how to use every character in the entire game because I've already used everything that they do just in a different game. In a different combination, you know, sometimes it's, you know, 1 or 2 abilities and then other stuff from other characters all kind of put together. But that's basically what it comes down to, is that, like, this is all just recycled shit, but from a different game. So I just get to use it here in a different combination. You're good with her, though? Thank you, man. I appreciate it. It's mainly about knowing when to push and when to disengage. More than anything else. We're jumping into the battle as a substitute. So it looks like this game is already in progress. We have 2 healers already. I'm gonna go ahead and play Wanda. We've got 2 tanks. This is the start of the game. Even though it put me in late, quote unquote, right? So we're still at the start of the game, basically. Got 3 tanks. Myself as the only DPS.
The battle starts in 5, 4.
While I respect it, I don't necessarily think that we need 3 tanks. Yeah, substitute, bro. That's right. You know, for all your chaos magic substitution needs. I'm using the substitution jutsu. Chucking a couple of right clicks down range here. Gonna throw another one out onto this Emma Frost shield so that we can break that. Gonna use my... Now I need to dip down. I was using my movement ability to get up to the high ground. Did not expect there to be a Spider-Man up there already. So what I want to do is just kind of avoid him while I wait for my movement ability to cool down. We're going to throw out the stun there. And I believe that's Spider-Man on me right now, so I'm just going to get out of the way. And in doing so, hopefully buy myself a little bit of additional life. And let's go ahead and get this Invisible Woman down. We're going to right-click in on this Emma Frost now that the Invisible Woman is down and kind of force her to deal with me or else, right? Now that I'm low health, I'm going to use my immunity ability to get over to the health pack. The Jeff the Landshark already with the ultimate here. We're just going to kill him so that our team doesn't get spit off the map. And then we cap the point. We know that the Human Torch is up in the sky, so I'm going to go ahead and give him what he was looking for. Johnny, Johnny, come here, bud. I just want to have a conversation real quick. We just need to have a little chat, John. And there we go. We had a little chat, and he paid the price for it. We got the invisible woman there, utilizing her shield, which blocked my stun, but that's okay. Again, I'm going to utilize this high ground position to throw right clicks at them, and basically from complete safety, at least until the whatchamacallit comes in here. Who wants a piece? Who wants a piece of this pure chaos? So the reason I felt emboldened to be able to use my ult right there is because the Mantis ultimate gives you both a movement speed increase and bonus health, which is like exactly what you need to be able to survive the 3.5 second activation window of Wanda's ult. And so because of that, we were able to do so with no real problems. Again, I'm just gonna back out here. We do have the Rocket Raccoon amp active here. I'm gonna use my movement ability to make myself immune to the thing ultimate. Clobber in time came out, but it wasn't clobber in time for me, unfortunately for him. And again, their healers are back there, just keeping them alive forever. But at least as of right now, we're dealing enough damage that I'm already halfway to another ult again. We're gonna throw out that stun there. When I hear the supernova that close, I can assume that he is somewhere nearby. And so because of that, I'm just gonna use my movement to get back up to a high ground position and re-engage in a place where I can kind of easily deal with the Johnny Storm. And now their team need to engage on the point, otherwise we lose. We've got an Emma Frost on point, Emma on point. Not for long though, huh? I'm gonna use the bonus health. Damn, I tried to use the bonus health from the Captain America ultimate there, and unfortunately it just didn't work. We're gonna kill this Jeff the Land Shark. Again, utilizing my movement ability to get up and out of the way while we kill this Moon Knight so his ultimate doesn't kill us. We gotta get this Sue Storm out of my fucking face. We wanna get this Penny Parker nest out of there so that she's not getting healing over time. And then finally, we'll finish it off here on the Wolverine who jumped off the map, and that is gonna be the end of round 1 on Burn and T'Challa. Rip the dream for them, dude. Feels good, man. Who the hell picks Johnny? Honestly, dude. Somebody said bro is just being a hater at this point. Yo, because he kidnapped him and took him off the map. It is the Venom. Said it was personal. Yo, it must have been personal, dude. Holy shit. That was funny. I enjoyed that very much. Got some shit like beard hair in my mouth there.
Comfortable with the way you're looking at me, ma'am.
Welcome to every day of my life.
Wow.
You'll get used to it.
Honestly, I'm not so sure about that.
Emma Frost was looking at Captain America like he was a piece of meat.
4, 3.
She was like, that's America's ass and my ass. You know?
All you need to do is capture the mission.
It's the traffic cone skin. It draws attention. Yeah, it could be. You know? There's no missing it. That's for goddamn sure. I've got 12-0 so far in this game, so I'm feeling good about that. I did not, however, get the Rocket Raccoon jump pack, which I really wanted to have as we moved into this round, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead over with the Captain America here. And I want to see... I was going to go with him, but now that he's all the way fully on the other side, I'm just going to advance from this doorway. And again, try and get the heals out of the picture here. And in doing so, that makes it very difficult for them to keep engaging. Even with the Jeff the Land Shark running back to the spawn here, their Rocket Raccoon is dead, and that means that they have 0 heals to be able to keep them alive. We have the point, so we're still doing great there. Just gonna chuck this out. Put the stun field kind of in the middle of their walkway. Somebody says GG. It ain't over yet, dude. It ain't over until it's over. I went a little too far there. Okay. So now I have to be very careful about what comes next. I want to get into the amplifier field, so I am getting that bonus health. And then we're going to use my ultimate here. I don't care if I get anybody, but I want to force them back to their spawn room. And in doing so, that makes it difficult for them to come up and contest the point. There's nowhere really for them to get away from me. So we're just going to go ahead and get that kill on that Wolverine. We're going to go ahead and get this kill on this Emma Frost here, because what's she going to do about it? See you later. And then we're going to engage gently while I wait for my heals to come in, throwing out the stun field down there on the bottom of their steps. Somebody says 0-6. They're doing their best, bro. They're doing their best. Let's go. It's time, bro. It is time. Whoa. It was almost time for me to get killed by the moon haunting me there. Thankfully, it didn't happen. I need to get through here. I can't save anybody from Jeff, but he's also not really a threat here either. I now have the jump pack that I was talking about earlier, which I'm getting close to being able to use the ultimate again here, so maybe I just stick around for a moment, since I do have that additional health from the damage amplifier from Rocket Raccoon. And that's an 18-0 here on Burnin' T'Challa. It doesn't get much easier than that, bro. Honestly, that was basically the easiest game we've played all day.
Another epic victory.
Big win. And our Captain America snagged the MVP from me. He also didn't die. 13-0 for Cap, 18-0 for me. So we did great. Did great, dude. America's ass, that's right. Should have been a better tank, to be honest. Damn, dude, they're dookie-ing on the Emma Frost on the other team, and it feels bad to look at, but here we are. I didn't think Emma did that bad, honestly. They're so mad. Yeah, I mean, the Emma herself was very upset that their one of their DPS was 0-6. So, I cringe for them. Yeah, I cringe for them too. This should be a more balanced game here. You don't usually have 2 rolls in a row like that, but, you know, as the thumbnail stated, we were going to start rolling, and that's what we have done so far in this show. Definitely have been rolling, and I've been feeling good about it. Alright, so we have an Adam Warlock, we have a Luna Snow, we've got a Groot, we've got a Magic, and then our 6th player has yet to spawn in because they left the game. I think it's time to be done with the coffee, although I still have like 3/4 of a cup of coffee here. I'm about to eat lunch in a little bit, so I don't want to have too much coffee in there. I'm going to go ahead and sip some water instead.
It's pretty exciting to partner up with one of the real X-Men. A dream come true.
It always tastes weird to drink water after drinking coffee. I don't know why. It adds like a sweet aftertaste or something. I don't know. I don't like it.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just gonna mute the mic there so that I can yeet a water bottle across the room without killing everybody who has got headphones in right now.
It's up to us to protect.
I know the Captain America's here, right? So, not sure what I want to do. Do I want to use this movement ability to get up here? I think I do, at least for the time being. We're just gonna heavily damage up on this Rocket Raccoon. I'm gonna now use my movement ability to get back, wait for the heal from my team, and I got it. We got that rocket out of there. He rezzed the Mr. Fantastic here, but that's kind of okay. No big deal. We'll just deal with it the old-fashioned way, aka we will put his dick into the dirt. Even with the health pack, he just doesn't have it to be able to stop us. We'll see if that Spider-Man was low health. Let's just see. Can I find him? No. Unfortunately, he did get me with the right click, but I broke line of sight with him. So at the moment that I broke line of sight, it saved my life from being hit through my immunity ability. Again, I have 15 hit points right now. Not sure if I'll catch a heal in time. Looks like I did, so that's great. I'm going to go ahead and peel for our Adam Warlock, who is dead now, but will not be dead for long because he does have his team up, or his passive, I mean, his res, right? This rocket is dead. There's nothing he can do about it, dude. I'm so sorry.
Keep up the momentum.
Rocket, I'm so sorry. That geometry really fucked him up. That's going to be my triple kill there, as I deal 1 damage to the Emma Frost that everybody else spent time killing. I'm now going to, I'm going to be the cart master. I am the wrangler of carts. Just like my first job. My first job ever was a cart guy at what is essentially what do you guys call those? What do you guys call a BJ's on the West Coast? Like the God, I can't think of the name of them. A warehouse store, you know, where you buy things in bulk. Costco. There we go. I found it. It was in my brain somewhere. I knew it would be there if I gave it a moment. I'm just gonna make this Captain America fear for his life. And in doing so, hopefully, I can also get that heal from my team. Right now, I have accidentally used both my movement abilities. So if I get dove on by Spider-Man, I am dead. Thankfully, the grand finale came out here, saved our life. We're at 11 kills so far, and no deaths at this moment. Got a Groot getting pulled on by the Wolverine on the enemy team. I'm just going to not let that be the end of him, because I like our Groot, and I don't want him to die. Somebody says, keep trying. Our Groot told the Wolverine to keep trying. That might not be the fight you want to incite there, Groot. You got saved, but, you know, that doesn't necessarily mean you'll get saved every time. Putting my stun right there so that we can very easily get the kills there. Using my movement ability to go completely vertical in that moment so that I don't have to worry about getting killed by the armed and dangerous of the Bucky. Got both their healers down, their Adam Warlock and their Rocket Raccoon down simultaneously there. Got help with their Wolverine, so he goes down. Their Captain America also dead. Now we're just looking for that Spider-Man. Spidey, where are you? Peter, please. I'm desperately looking for you. I don't know where you are, but I know where I want you to be. Yeah, Sam's Club. Thank you so much. Sam's and Costco. Yeah, so I was a cart wrangler there as my first job. A good 19 years ago. You can imagine that shit. Crazy to think like that, but there it is. Let's go ahead and get this Wolverine down. I can hear the Hawkeye trying to headshot me over in the corner there. Because we have a Loki that we're dealing with now, my ability to be bursted down is going to be a lot higher than it was a moment ago. And I'm definitely going to want to respect the Rocket Raccoon ultimate a little bit more than I have been. Spider-Man goes down. Rocket Raccoon's ult is over here. I am getting damaged on by somebody, though, so I'm just going to get back to my team. Again, playing around the cart like I was in previous games, both for the 10 hit points per second and also for a reliable piece of cover that I don't have to worry about getting out of the way of. We're going to get that, what's his name down? Captain America. I used both my movement abilities here, so that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We're just going to... I'm looking for this Peter, and I don't see him right now. I know where he went, but I was too slow to be able to reach him. We're forcing back the Rocket Raccoon. We are dodging completely the Spider-Man ultimate as we wait for the health pack, and I have no other... Damn, dude, I have no other movement ability to get out of the way. That was my first death. Bro is hiding in the middle of his team. Like, that's our, their Lord Wolverine on the other team is complaining that our Groot is hiding in the middle of the team. What do you expect him to do? Let's just wait for the 6v6.
We must come together.
Yeah, we've got their Wolverine is practicing his James Bond impression with his 0 kills, 0 assists, and 7 deaths. He's got the 007 is strong in this one. That feels like bullshit, right? I was full health. Literally completely full health. Watch how quick this happens. Ready? I wasn't even on his screen. Legit. Was not even on his screen, bro. And that killed me. Absolutely ridiculous. We need to get back away from our team. Or away from their team even. Waiting for our squad to come out of the spawn. We've got Groot is here. We've got Luna Snow is here. Adam Warlock is here. Adam Warlock using his ultimate in my favorite way to see an Adam Warlock ult get used, which is not using it at all. I actually love when Adam will just play the character and not use his ultimate ever. Would he be better off playing any other healer? Well, you bet your ass he would. But is that realistic? Not really. There's really nothing I can do about this Rocket Raccoon health pack here. Can I live through this? Not looking good. It is looking good. I take it back, bro. It's looking great. Just want to make sure I get healed up here before I keep going. We got a lot of people that could potentially stop me from using my ult here. And so I'm not trying to get into a spot where I just instantly die for it. But I do want to use it because I haven't used it at all this game. That's my triple kill there. This is my quad right here. There, that's my quad. Let's go ahead and get this Spider-Man down. That's my 5-piece. And we're pushing the cart. 3 on payload, 3 on payload. Want to try and generate another ult here. So we're going to throw this stun right there. Want to get this Star-Lord down as quickly as possible. We do have the grand finale coming out for both teams simultaneously here. What that means for me is that I want to generate as much right clicks as humanly possible, trying to get these people dead as quick as I can here. Want to steal their health pack whenever possible. Get this Loki clone out of the way. Try and find the real Loki and get him down as well. And hopefully in doing so, we're going to be safe to win this game. With the Loki rune coming out here, it does make it more difficult, but not impossible. We know that the Star-Lord ultimate is going to be happening here very soon. And there it is, right? Do I live? No, I don't. But that's my 3rd death. We're 30-3 so far in this game. All right, let's let them use everything because we have enough time. We're going to generate like 5 ults, and then we're going to go in all together and just overwhelm them with ultimates. But save yours so that we can overwhelm them. We're just going to kill this Wolverine because what was your plan? What was his plan, bro? Where is Spider-Man? Wherever Spider-Man is, let's make sure that he dies. And now we're going to push together. I'm going to try and combo my ult with Groot's ult again. Stealing the health pack there from their Captain America so that he can't live for free. Big damage on their Star-Lord so that he can't get another ultimate charged up before the end of the game, because that could realistically be the thing that kills us if we're not careful. I don't want to get killed by this Spider-Man, but I do need to get up with my team just to make sure that they live as long as possible. Who is going to contest here? Got the Star-Lord looking like he's going to be the one. We got the Dagger Storm here down on for my team, so I'm not worried about that. Just waiting for Groot to get ult so that he can use it, and then I'm going to press my ult, and then hopefully we live. Unfortunately, Groot didn't do it. And I didn't get any ults either, but I did ward them off the point for the last few seconds of the fight there. I got the Captain America dead. We've got the Rocket Raccoon is here somewhere. I don't know where, but we're just going to make sure that I'm damaging everywhere that I could possibly see. And this is going to be the win right here. That's a 38-3 here on Yggdrasil Path. You're back and launching the PC? Sounds good, bro. We're almost done for the day, but we did great. We did great. Somebody says, hopefully that's not your best character. Savage, bro, savage. Yeah, so that's me getting the MVP. 38 kills, 3 deaths. Again, you know, 20 final blows, to like twice as many final blows as the person in second place in the game. So, absolutely shredded it. There, Lord Wolverine is feeling bad. That was really funny, though. Tyr, I'm going to give you a second to boot up. And, excuse me, I had to burp from all that water I just drank. Tyr, I'm going to give you a second to boot up so that we can play some games together before this show is over. Because if I go into another one, we might only get like one game or something. So if you guys want to play some Marvel Rivals with me, this is your opportunity. Please let me know in the chat if you would like to come. I'd be happy to bring you along for, like, we got 30 minutes left of this stream. So like 2 to 3 games, depending on how long they take. I'm gonna go hit the John real fast, just make a quick peeps, and then and we'll be right back to it. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna leave the camera on but the microphone off so that you guys know I'm not just like disappearing. Oh, all right, I'm back. I feel a lot better. So, just gonna turn this off real quick. Never mind, I'm hopping on now. Okay, sounds good. Don't forget, guys, if you have not yet, don't forget to press the like button on the stream, because it helps put us on people's homepages across the world, and that way we can get more people hanging out inside of the chat with us, and, you know, and having a good time enjoying the show together. If you guys haven't yet, please press the like button. Need to make sure that everything is good on the back end. Camera's not frozen. Mic's still good. Mic's still active. Twitch is looking fine. Yeah, it looks like we're all good. Looks like we're all good. Got an itchy leg. Pardon me. Alright, so tier is booting up. So we're going to have that going for us here in just a second. Just want to make sure that yep, okay, everything's, yep, we're good. Checking all the monitors, making sure everything's cool. So I still don't see the thing that they've been advertising about how you can, like, change colors on skins. I want to do it, but I don't see how. At least not yet. Maybe it's just not implemented in the game yet. I've been waiting to see all day. Like, how do we adjust those colors, baby? What's good with that? But I don't know where it is, you know? Or if it's just not in the game. It just must not be in, right? Because it would be obvious, I feel like, if it were in the game. The other thing we got coming out is the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness skin coming out later on today, which I am super pumped to acquire. I like Doctor Strange a lot as a character, and that skin looks sick as fuck. It got data mined back in December, so it's going to be crazy that we will actually finally be able to do it. Doctor Strange, again, was the first Lord I ever got in this game, so I like this guy. Like that dude, so. I'm just waiting for Tier to send me the thing. It says that he's online. Yo, we got the Spicy Hero is online. Spicy One, if you watch this on the replay or if you ever log on, I miss you, dude, and I hope you're doing well. I hope life is good over there, man. My spicy, spicy brother. Let's take a look at Wanda real quick. Sorcery Surge is the name of her new team up. Bit of a pummel. You're halfway there, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Mispronouncing your name is Tear. Look, dude, these are all the rhymes I got, alright? I hope you enjoyed. Where are we at on the season? Hey, 450. I can finally buy the cool Psylocke skin that I like. The OG X-Men Psylocke, looking very dope on this page here. I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up. You liked it? Good, I'm glad you liked it. Hell yeah. I don't want to equip it, but I do like it. I want to have it in case I want to look at it, but aside from that, I don't care. Which sounds stupid, but that's kind of how I treat most of the skins. For most characters, there's like one skin that I give a fuck about, and then the rest of them, I can take or leave. Especially Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock skins, by and large, don't look cool to me at all. Like this one? What's going on with his chin, bro? Why is his chin like that? Like, his jawline and his chin look particularly derpy in this one. Maybe it's just because... Maybe it's just the skin itself just makes it look different, and it's actually the same, but I hate it. I do like the one skin from last season's Battle Pass, though. That Adam Warlock skin is actually pretty sick. Alright, so we got Tyr with us here for the next 20 minutes worth of gameplay. Gonna go in there and have it out with the homie. Get our game on. Bang, I'm the first one in the lobby. Tyr's gonna lock in on that Doctor Strange so I get that team up. I appreciate that, Tyr. Thank you so much. Not necessary. I always say that if you need a team up to play a character well, just play a different character. You know, if you can't play a character with their base kit and do well with them, and use the team up as like a, hey, I got a cool bonus, then you shouldn't be playing them. You know, I felt the same way about Iron Man when the Hulk team up was really strong. I felt the same way about Doctor Strange when the Hulk team up was really strong. Like, if you're not good at Strange and you need a Hulk, then you're not good enough to be playing the character to begin with, you know? But I do appreciate the team up, because the team up is sick, and I do have time to actually show it off here. So I was showing this off in the beginning of the show. When you press it, you can hold down right-click, and it sends the little missiles everywhere, right? But you can also hold down both left and right-click at the same time to really fuck some shit up. Yeah, you just read about a new currency in Rivals that is going to let you recolor the skins. Yes. So that's what I'm talking about. That's going to be the new thing coming out here later on today. I thought it was going to be free for you to change the colors, like shaders in Destiny, but it looks like it is tied to a resource. And whatever, dude. That's fine. I mean, at least they gave us the option, you know? There are some skins that I really would like if I could just tweak them very slightly. So, I'm pumped about that. Yeah, it's not free. I know. I know it's not as cool as just having shaders, but that's fine. I'm not going to complain. We got a Rocket Raccoon down there. We got a Penis Parker down on the point. Got this Captain America trying to do Captain America things. I'm now going to go ahead and start absolutely blasting this Penny Parker and Cap to death. And we'll see if this damage is enough to kill him based on the team-up damage alone. It basically is, right? I die here. And there's really nothing I can do about this. I had no health left. I had like 4 hit points left. And the Psylocke stole the health pack from me. So there was no way I was winning that 1v1. You know? It did take her a further 3 shots to kill me, though. So I'm not mad about it. 1-to-1 conversion from Lattice. That's cool, except the Lattice is the paid currency, you know? So that's... It's cool, but it's not the best. It does give us the option, but it doesn't give us, like, freedom. At least not in the way that I was anticipating having the freedom. We're now going to absolutely shred this Iron Fist way faster than he can actually stay alive. Double using my movement abilities here to make sure that I am safe and sound as we move forward. We got the grand finale going off, so it's time to get very aggressive with their team. Want to make sure that we stay with the Luna Snow, though, because it is very important. Jeff the Landshark gonna spit me out across the map. We got a Jeff v. Jeff duel here. Do I respect the sanctity of the duel? You know I don't. The Psylocke is gonna come up. 3, 2, 1, here she is. She's listening for my feet right now. And I'm just gonna not make any noise so she doesn't know that I'm here. Why Cap popped ult right there, I'll never know. But we're gonna try to capitalize on it with him. We're gonna dive down into his additional health that he generated for us. And in doing so, hopefully free up this point a little bit here. The Captain America on their team now dead. I'm gonna kill their Psylocke as well. I'm gonna get this big damage out on this Captain America. Their Psylocke got rezzed by the Rocket Raccoon respawn beacon, which is not great for me. Double using my movement abilities, throwing the stun down in the doorway in case I get chased. But it looks like I did not. This is the end of this round. Unfortunately, it's gonna be the L here for me. I'm not going to make it to this health pack before I die. I can't believe she left me alone. I don't know why she didn't, like, chase me. She had all the opportunities to kill me, but she just didn't. This is the moment where it's going to be make or break for our team. I don't live through this. There's absolutely no chance that I live through this with the amount of health that I have currently. Again, I'm going to try to use my movement ability to get up high in the sky. We're going to do everything I can just to see if it'll work. And it didn't. You know, it is what it is. Apparently, there'll be ways to earn it for free come Season 3. Well, that's cool. It is what it is. We lost this round. We'll get him in the next round. It's no big deal. Don't throw your life away.
We got it. We got it.
Yeah, we got it.
I have Portal, too.
Cool. I don't have any ult for Portal. Unfortunately. I just used my ult. We're fine.
Hey, real Amarok, can you play Strange? And I can go DPS.
We want to see if the Black Panther can go Strange.
30 seconds.
No, he's going to swap over to Punisher instead. You expect the bot to change? I mean, he's not that bad, dude. He's fine. He's fine, bro. That's unfortunate. We reset our ult economy for no reason there, unfortunately. Yeah, a rocket would be great. A rocket would be great for this team, I think. Rocket Raccoon would be the ideal pick right now. over Jeff the Landshark. But again, I'm not going to ask anybody to play anything in particular because I am locked in on fucking Wanda. So, like, who am I to ask anybody for any favors, you know? That's just a joke at that point. Wow, I'm taking a lot of damage. Holy shit. I'm gonna break line of sight with them. Thank you for that grand finale. I do appreciate that. We're gonna go ahead, come over to the point while we get ready to engage on it. I am gonna chase Jeff the Landshark around a little bit here. Big damage on Jeff. Big damage. No, I guess we don't see Jeff at all, I guess, huh? That's okay. I'll kill him myself. Get fucked, Jeff.
Wow, another nut.
Get fucked, Jeff the Landshark. That's all I gotta say. Here's the moment where I am going to start absolutely obliterating this Luna Snow. If she doesn't have ult, there we go. That's what I needed. I needed for her to use ult immediately. And now I'm gonna use my movement ability to get up to this health pack. Just waiting for the moment here. I die in this moment. Oh, never mind, never mind. I thought it was their Jeff that came with him. Turns out it was our Jeff. So I didn't have to worry nearly as much as I thought I did. We're going to use this movement to get up to the high ground, grab this health pack. I would expect for the Captain America to jump up to me. Why are we using ults when there's only 2 of us alive? Nobody fucking knows, bro. But it's fine, we ended up getting the Jeff the Landshark down. Do have that mag up there using his ult on us, but we're just gonna kill him instead. That's okay. It's alright that I died because I pushed him off. Our team is still good. We have the Doctor Strange portal about to be online. In addition to that, the Doctor Strange Ultimate about to be online. We could probably save that portal just in case we need it for the next round. We got the cheap town hall coming in here. It's a good time to pop Luna Snow's ult. And literally, as I say it, they do it. Which feels great. I'm gonna force this Luna to ult or die. She is dead. And with their Luna down, it is no longer scary at all for our team. And the Psylocke tried to use her ult on us, but she didn't have what it took, unfortunately for her. And now is the moment where I kill her, unless my team doesn't heal me at all. That's totally fine. It's a tough game. Their Psylocke is doing really good. Our, our team is getting farmed a little bit in terms of deaths. You see, everybody's got like 5 to 7 deaths across the board, and then there's me with 4. Not a lot, not really a big difference there in any way. Who is behind us here? Nah, Iron Fist, come here, bro. Unfortunately, I lost that 1v1 because I lost sight of him for a second, but that's okay. Not mad about it. I am going to use 1 movement ability to get closer to the point a little bit faster, but I don't want to use 2. I do want to get value out of my ult here. Gonna get that Iron Fist down even. Gonna get that Psylocke down. Gonna use my movement to dodge this Jeff the Landshark. We're gonna get him down as well, because he can't use his bubbles to keep himself alive. We're gonna use our ult here. We're just gonna insta-delete that Luna Snow in her ultimate and make it so that she can't live forever. We need to all focus fire the Captain America here. Gonna use my ability to go high in the sky there just to survive the Magneto ult. We now need to kill Jeff. Jeff is the next target here. We're gonna get this Jeff out of the way. And now there is the Psylocke is back. We need to kill her next. We do have the grand finale active here, which is great, but not necessarily exactly what we need. Gonna get this Luna Snow down too, and that's gonna be the round here, probably, unless they still have time to contest, actually, one more fight. And I would not anticipate that they would give up that opportunity. Gonna be very, very difficult for us to just straight up kill them. but we know that Jeff the Land Shark is going to be coming from the high ground here because I saw him, so we're just not going to let him get in. We're not going to let Iron Fist use his ult. Cheaper Town Hall can suck my Cheaper Town balls, and we are off to the next round here on Burnin' T'Challa. Feeling good? Feeling good.
I have made my share of mistakes, but I am fighting every day to make amends.
Amen. I've made my share of mistakes, but I'm fighting every day to make amends. Wanda. Wanda, who eliminated all of the mutants in the entire universe. Let me know when you ult. I'll shield you. I'll shield for you. Just say it in game. Okay, sounds good, dude. Sounds good, man. What do we have? We have nothing in terms of ultimates coming up. We have the Doctor Strange ult, but that's not portal worthy, at least not yet. It could be, but we probably would rather save it for a more desperate situation, you know? I do have my ultimate at 65%, and I have my team up ability as well, so I can put in a lot of work against them as they come up into this first engagement. Let's see if they decide to come up from the mid spot. Looks like they are not going to. Looks like they are mainly coming from the side room here, which is totally fine. I don't necessarily need them to be up in mid. Double popping my movement ability there so that I can get out of the Psylocke ult. Our Doctor Strange is down. Our Jeff is down. 2 characters on the point, but both are healerless, so time to group up. 6v6 here. Okay, we got a Strange portal. We can portal now. Especially if we can catch them all on the point. I'm going to try and use Wanda ult against them.
My arm's itching for a fight.
3, 2, 1. Bang. And I got that big ult off on them with the combo of the Doctor Strange portal. Again, because they can't hear that you are actually utilizing the Wanda ult from the other side of the portal. Massive, massive play combo here from myself and Tyr. You going somewhere, huh? Oh, okay. I was like, it's almost lunchtime. It's funny that's where my brain went. Why would you leave when we're about to have lunch? This is ridiculous, right? That's stupid. Dropping back down now. Getting ready for this Jeff. Because you know Jeff is going to try and grab my whole team. And when he does that, we're going to do this, right? And just fuck up their whole team. Because they don't have the healing that they had before. I'm going to use my movement, double movement, to get this health pack. And now he is going to die. There's nothing he can do to live through this, I don't think. Oh, yeah, dude. Hell yeah, bro. It's nice to see a good Iron Fist duel me. He used his dodge at the right time and generated extra bonus health with his kick. Really good play on his part. Really good play. I can't be mad at that at all. Masterfully done, actually, by that Iron Fist. We need to contest the point. Contest the point, if you can. How we looking on Luna ult? We got Luna ult now. Gonna get that Psylocke out of the way there. We're going to get up into the sky. Start damaging up on this Jeff the Land Shark. I'm gonna ping right here. Putting that stun right there generates some free ult off of the people that it stuns, as well as the utility from actually stunning them is pretty decent. Again, same thing. Utilizing my stun inside of their ultimate there. If they take this point, it's not that big of a deal. I do have my movement ability as we move forward here. Let's wait for Strange to come back before we engage. Tyr, how's your portal cooldown looking when you get up?
I'll tell you in a second here.
Yes, sir.
18 seconds.
You want to just wait for it? I think we're going to wait for the Strange portal. And then I'm going to use ult behind them.
Ult too. Yeah, and I got my ult almost as well.
Just let him use everything.
Oh,
We'll
we
wait
can
until
pull
after
now.
this. Yeah, let's just wait. No big deal at all. Plenty of time. Wait for Strange. If you can portal directly behind where they're standing, that would be awesome. I'm gonna go up and pretend like I'm gonna try and engage on them.
I'm opening a portal.
3, 2, 1. We have massive ult potential here, so we only have to win this one fight. And there we go.
You got me.
It's all right. We won. It's all right. We won the fight.
Keep fighting until we have a winner.
Yeah, good shit.
We got it.
Good game, dudes. Good game, everybody.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Huge. Massive dubs. That's fantastic. That's the reason why you combo the Wanda ult with the Strange Portal, because you can get the free value. They can't hear it activating, and so because of that, they just die. They can't get away from it. You just all of a sudden are there about to explode on them, and it's GG's for the homies, you know? We made their Psylocke quit, which is nasty. Yeah, with some good Doctor Strange plays. You goddamn right it was some good Doctor Strange plays. That's the homie right there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I think we're gonna go ahead and call it a day there, Chad. We're 3 minutes from the end of the show anyhow. Tyr, I want to say thank you for coming and hanging out with me. I know we only got to play, I think it was like 2 games, but I enjoyed it regardless. And I do want to have some lunch here with Star. And then we're gonna hang out for the rest of the day. I want to spend a little bit of time with her and with the kiddo who is about to come home. I got to go pick her up in 60 minutes, so I want to make sure that I can make lunch, eat lunch, and get all that done and out of the way. But man, did I have fun with this show, bro. Holy shit, that was so much fun, dude. So as far as Wanda goes, do I think that she is, like, better? Is she higher in the meta now than she was before? I'm gonna say 100% she is better now than she was prior to the Season 2 patch. I think that her damage beam is pretty strong, although is it noticeably stronger? I don't really think it's necessarily noticeably stronger, but it is good enough against squishy characters that you are able to secure kills pretty decently. What's lunch looking like? So I have leftover Olive Garden from yesterday. We did end up going. So I have a whole even meal from Olive Garden that I never touched yesterday. It's like a fried chicken parmesan, basically. So that's pretty awesome. I also have like a steak burrito in there. And then beyond that, I still have like a full salad from Olive Garden as well. So lots for me to eat. I'm not sure what Star's going to eat. We'll have to ask her and find out. I want to say thank you to Stargazer. You know I love you. Thanks for being here. Thank you to Bricks for coming and hanging out with us. Thank you to Alex Croft for the sub. And I hope to see you again tomorrow, Alex. It was nice. Always nice to have somebody new come in. The sub on both channels. What a G. I appreciate that. Thank you to Tyr, as always, for coming and playing games with me. Thank you to Hannibal for being here. And for all the lurkers, I see you and I appreciate you guys. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm Moonchild of Dude No Way. I'll see you in the next stream. Take care.